You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
And we're here! Yay! Time to play some D&D. Hello, everyone. My name's Ron Ogden. I am the DM for the Dungeon Run, and tonight we've got quite a show for you. If you haven't caught up and you're behind, don't worry about it. I've got a recap for you to get right in to the action as we begin in live play. And that's it. We're so happy you're here. Right to you.
Oh, hey, friends. We are here, as always, working with our wonderful sponsors like people at Die Hard Dice and World Anvil.
Yeah!
Stay tuned for our intermission to see opportunities to get cool stuff with not just dice and dice accessories, but World Anvil has the coolest world building and creative organizational tools on the internet. So check that out right before intermission. We got some coupon codes and other things. And also, as we mentioned last week, coming soon, we have a new partnership with Dogmite Games for some of the coolest dice towers, DM screens, player pads, and we might be doing some giveaways with them coming up soon, everybody. So be on the lookout.
Do we get to enter?
I mean, maybe just a code name. No. No, you don't get
McDonald's
to enter.
says if you work at McDonald's and you do a giveaway, you can't.
Yeah, no, and you
that's
know
what
us.
we
We're exactly the same as McDonald's.
A lot of McDonald's vibes.
If you take nothing away from the show tonight, take that.
Yeah.
Also, of course, though, we are a show made very possible by Patreon. Patreon.com/thedungeonrun. Head over there right now for all kinds of amazing bonus content, including our companion show, The Dungeon Cooldown, which this week Surena and I did a lovely episode where we talked a lot about Zelda.
We did. That was most of the show.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Zelda, but we also talked about secrets.
We did.
And we brought out the, what do you call it? The conspiracy.
Conspiracy string?
That's right. We got deep into conspiracies.
That's so deep.
So check out the VOD on our Patreon right now, but there's all kinds of other stuff there too. Free interactivity, glimpses of light and shadow, advantages, disadvantages, and our Patreon D&D campaign that I run for our certain high-level patrons. We love you, and I've got another session coming this weekend that's going to be amazing with Angel Devilson and some other awesome folks. Ooh. And as always, we like to shout out our new patrons. Welcome, new patron, Thomas. I don't have a last name, but Thomas. Welcome, Thomas. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Tommy boy.
That's my brother's name.
Yeah. Oh, great. Well, who knows?
It's not my brother.
It's not your brother. Oh no. Oh, okay. Never mind. Boo. No. Ron, back to you.
All right. So, as always, we are an interactive show. That means if you want to be part of the gods who watch, we have a variety of ways for you to interact with us. One of them is advantage and disadvantages to all the cast as well as the DM. You also can purchase glimpse of light and shadow, as well as
New terminology.
Yeah, new terminology. Bursts of light and shadow. A glimpse, given the name, will give you a small benefit to the current force of light or shadow, depending. And a burst will obviously give you something very large in terms of moving us to the next level of force of light and shadow. So when a force of light or shadow goes off, that's when I bring out these fancy cards that I got here.
Ooh,
and the world changes in some way, whether it be small at the low levels or very large at the higher levels. Every time we reach the current max level, it's reset to the bottom and an additional level is added to the top. So currently the max level of Force of Shadow is 6. And the current max level, sorry, for that's nature, 6. And for Shadow, or Light, good lord. And for Shadow, the max is 5 currently. Currently,
you're doing great.
Currently, we're very close to the max level of Force of Shadow. And I will read off these names, but we have actually triggered a Force of Light as well. So we'll get into all that once we get to the story. merch update. Hey, if you haven't checked it out yet, the store has a brand new poster and gallery wrap.
Yes.
It is an image brought to you by JD Illustrates. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jason. Wonderful work, as always. It depicts the heroes of Bingle in their latest story, the
Grand Bazaar.
I was thinking of Soirée Fantastique,
Which also is part of the story.
Part of the story. So
Yes.
check it out up there on the merch store. Already got a couple of orders. Thank you, everybody. And look out for more as we continue. And one last thing, a personal thing for me. On Friday this week, I will be appearing on Effin' Funny on twitch.tv/Effin' Funny. I will be running a DM game for Sandeep Parikh of Effin' Funny fame, as well as Vince Queso, Amy Vorpal, and Allison Hayslip, and maybe some other guests as well. So come and watch us. It's going to be a lot of fun, real light, kind of crazy. I can't even imagine with that group what it's going to be like. But we're going to have a blast. Come check us out. And if you are inspired, you can interact there as well. So come check it out and say hello. Maybe I will see it and say hello back to you. All right, I think that's it, unless anybody has anything else. Don't know. All right, so Sean.
Just Adam's shirt.
Oh, Adam's shirt. Yeah,
Can we just
especially the chest hair.
Every single person here today has said, "Great shirt, Adam."
Yeah.
Great shirt.
Thank you.
Color.
DV day.
Saved by the Bell. Right on my
Greatness.
my childhood right there. So, all right. Well, Sean, I think that's it. You can take us into the shadows. In the realm of luminous limbo exists our audacious band of heroes. Cristobal, formerly the court wizard of the swine lords of Fasarum. Valcorio, formerly the dueling fighter son of a great house of the Tri-Cities. Otto, formerly sane, but the first all-in arcane trickster to leave the nest. And KoKo, the formerly Feywild-trapped wandering ranger. They recently lost their formerly mortal friend Saint, and were saved from the rebirth of a godly summoning. Treading the delicate line between life and death, they sought refuge and resolution within the god Lumbra's kaleidoscopic domain, known as the City of Glass. Last week, among the ethereal realm with its glass-like structures and cobblestone streets, they deciphered a mystifying dichotomy. Lumbra, a deity of the contrasting halves of Luminoth and Umbrith, ruled through representatives. The sun-kissed Governor Gonzalo de la Cruz, Cristobal's estranged father, and the shadowy Governor Baron Medulon. In this limbotic realm, each living chosen or deceased embraced resident wore a different mask, a pass granting citizenship and identity. Those dead souls who chose not to don the mask were cursed to slowly fade from existence, thusly named the Waning Souls. The group's ranks swelled recently with the arrival of one Rhea Stone, a peculiar human cleric, a mimic par excellence. Her skills of imitation and healing wove seamlessly into the group's dynamic, and together they soon uncovered some of the city's unsettling secrets. The ebb and flow of intrigue rose to a crescendo when they discovered Baron Medulon's sinister machinations, including a plot against Cristobal and the Baron's protection over their ally, KoKo. Amid the uncanny architecture of the twisting lanes, the group stumbled upon the Shimmering Mirage, a bar staffed by one named Bart, an automaton bartender. After an auto-inspired awakening, Bart shared knowledge about their world, that every soul, the waning, the embraced, and even the chosen, was newly birthed in this city. The group also learned about Netzir, the Gith wizard KoKo had pursued to a nearby warehouse. The gravity of their situation deepened. New souls would soon arrive, and shadow creatures would begin their ominous hunt. Their adventure took an emotional turn when Otto, the trusty Owlin, voiced his fear that they were trapped in a labyrinthine Bahathian trial known as the Gauntlet. While the party had no time to assuage Otto's distress, they followed Val's expertly tracked path to KoKo's whereabouts. The city's muted sounds gave the group a voluminous advantage as they stealthily approached the warehouse. Cristobal sensed an arcane presence within. Otto discerned signs of inhabitants, while Rhea and Val discovered a trapped exit door.
Discovered.
During this investigation, the Lumbral Skull artifact absorbed an alleyway light, leading Otto to come clean about the Ramhidi waning soul it had absorbed earlier. This led to a fascinating discourse on the essence of souls between the experienced wizard Cristobal and his feathered apprentice. However, their advantage proved short-lived, as Val triggered the door's trap, leading to a spectral skirmish with a pair of embraced, an umbral Ursaka and a shadowy elven assassin. As the heroes retaliated, the foe's souls seeped from their forms like ethereal smoke within Val's obsidian axe as he quickly cut them down. When the axe began to hum and shake violently, Cristobal suggested to Otto to use the Lumbral Skull, saving the weapon from its ominous fate, but becoming slightly cracked in the process. The group found interesting clues within the warehouse, including a map, a written note about portals, and a small chunk of obsidian. They also discovered interesting objects from their home realm, including grime-covered masks, clothes from various regions of the material plane, and a small barrel of a familiar, corrupted sludge. Cristobal's spell to identify the corrupted sludge left him momentarily stunned, triggering group-wide concern and a collective bout of nausea. These cryptic clues pointed towards a dreadful conspiracy involving portals, waning souls, and the Baron. In a moment of shared intimacy, Otto revealed how he killed Val in a gauntlet-based trial of betrayal, leading them to divulge to Alan's sacred duty to protect the Obsidian of Toss. A blood ritual forged an unbreakable bond, binding the group to a shared secret oath. In this solemn ceremony, a vivid vision flashed before their eyes. A dwarf of celestial lineage suspended amidst the night's abyss, their skin a tapestry of deep purple canvas adorned with star-like freckles. This astral dwarf, resplendent in exquisitely designed obsidian armor, forms an imposing silhouette against the void. The ebony black of the obsidian longsword and shield they brandished contrast starkly with the emblem of Fascia, the mother of storms, etched onto the shield. An intricate helm graced the dwarf's head, symbolizing the quintessential elements of Mekatos: the volatile fire, the fluid water, the capricious air, the stoic earth, and the virulent venom. The steadfast gaze in their eyes slowly morphs into an expression of unexpected astonishment as the sword and shield resonate, emitting an increasingly blinding luminescence. The crescendo of radiance culminates in an earth-shattering detonation. As the blinding fury subsides, fragments of obsidian, some as colossal as cityscapes, rocket towards the terrestrial realm. As these celestial shards hurtle through the sky, they radiate prismatic rainbows, painting the sky in a spectacle of color and light. These fragments pierce the ground, seeping deep into the surface, their impact erupting plumes of dust and debris into the atmosphere. Recovering from their vision, Rhea shared insights from an ancient dungeon beneath the City of Glass, narrating a tale of all races descending from the Astral Dwarves. Bound by honor, Otto pledged to kill Baron Medulon, and Cristobal theorized the unimaginable power that the Baron could acquire by gathering waning souls and splitting the world. This faithful chapter ended with the promise of danger and duty intertwined as our heroes gazed into the dying fireplace of the warehouse, the looming challenges solidifying their resolve for the trials to come. And that is where we will begin.
I mean,
Thanks, guys.
I mean,
I worked real hard on that one.
the word limbotic.
Limbotic.
Yeah.
I made that one up. I made that up.
Okay, all right.
Not a real
never
word.
heard that word before.
Shakespeare shit though.
I mean,
I make up a word and make it so good.
that is one of the things I say all the time. If Shakespeare can make up words, why can't I?
Sure. And we did, and we were all like, what is this new word I just
Limbotic.
Very close to lymphatic, which is very
You heard it here first, friends. Get it out
Limbotic.
there.
relating to limbo.
No. Oh yeah, for sure. I got it. See, yeah.
I was thinking limbic.
Very close. That's yes. Very close
nodes.
to limbic. All right. Before we get into letting you guys just run with roleplay, we've got a couple of announcements here. First, Mote of Light from Breva. Thank you, Breva.
Oh no, it's a burst of light.
It is a burst of light.
Thank you, Breva.
We really have to update this.
The extension.
I apologize, guys. A glimpse of shadow from Tuo Mask.
Amazing.
Thank you.
2 glimpses of shadow from 3, in fact, from Topartos.
Thank you,
Topartos.
And a burst of shadow from Abracadabra.
Oh.
That puts us at level 4 Force of Light.
Okay.
So we've got one of those here.
Okay.
And we are almost 60% of the way to our level 5 Force of Shadow.
Okay.
That's like bad stuff starts happening, right?
I mean,
last time. Good stuff.
Shadows provide shade.
Last time the sun went red.
Let's do
So
Guys, I want to see what happens.
So we've got a level 4 Force of Light here called Breaking Bread. Thank you from Not a Crit Fail. For this. Now, just to let you all know, a base card is usually given to us via our website. You can go there and you can yourself create one of the forces of light or shadow. We reserve the right to make changes in order to fit the show, and I have done so in most of the cards.
70d6.
So first, the party chooses who receives this card.
We don't know.
Without
Called
knowing.
Breaking Bread.
this is me doing that.
I think it should be our newest player.
I think it
Really?
should be too.
Yeah.
So suspicious.
Wow.
Says
Okay,
give her everything.
no, I'm into it. Look, and the 2 voted, so they, I don't even know who
Or you could rock, paper, scissors for it.
No, you take it.
I could roll if you want me to roll.
No.
Give it to me.
No, okay. All right, this one is going to our brand new Rhea. Having a new person in the party, or being the new person, reminds you of a time when you met someone new who turned out to be very important in your life. Tell us a story of that person. It may not be a party member.
See what I did?
Upon telling this story, the party will receive 5 temporary hit points,
Ooh.
and the chosen member receives a loaf of bread that heals 5d8 healing
Whoa.
that may be distributed per their discretion.
Wow.
That's a good call.
So if I tell you that story,
If you tell us that story, you get all of it.
I hope you're not looking forward to bread anytime soon.
Does she get to keep the card for
She
now?
does, because that it will represent the
You can
5d8.
tell us it
It's
whenever.
okay,
is
you
that-
can hold on to that for now.
Oh, are you passing?
Oh,
No,
Oh,
no, I'm not
no.
passing. I'm just,
All right.
You're just being.
I'll grab it
At
when
any
I
time.
do
You don't have to do it right now. It can be at
Okay.
any point in the episode. At any point.
Oh, it has to be this episode?
But
Yes.
we will bully you.
Oh.
Yes, let's go. We're gonna bully you.
So you have time. You have time.
Okay.
Fit it in where you feel natural, but that's what's here.
Well, could you just, what was,
Yeah.
you know what?
In the
The
middle.
watchers want to know more. You know,
Yeah.
I'm glad this is
Yeah.
Look,
working
and
out.
I have directed those of you who create cards to give us more role play opportunities, and this is an opportunity to also to show you how brilliant, since you already know, that these people are as improvisers. So,
And watchers, if you want Rhea to spill more things,
Yeah, you can.
you can make a card.
Yeah, specify. Like really specify. Yeah.
we're gonna get a level. We're gonna get a level.
Character-specific.
We're gonna get a level 5 Force of Shadow. That's like Rhea must tell all of her secrets.
Secrets.
I got you, Rhea. I got you.
I'm just
Rhea.
kidding. No,
Rhea doesn't have that many secrets.
all my secrets are gone.
All right. So the fireplace flickers slowly as it's dying. You can hear from the door outside the continual slamming and the wind blowing and small screams through the door, signifying the souls that have entered this realm.
We should probably try to get some rest.
Yeah, we should hunker down. We're not going out in that, right?
No. We should keep watch, maybe one of us or two of us at a time.
Do you think anything dangerous is gonna be out there now?
Probably not, but I mean, something could break in, or if maybe someone shows up first thing in the morning, if you call it morning or
Oh,
whatever.
if we sleep in.
Right, if we accidentally sleep in.
Yeah, that
I
makes a lot
think
of
there
sense.
are shadows roaming about and all that.
Yeah, but like in the morning when there's not any shadows left.
You have to remember, there is no real morning,
Right.
so the darkness will remain. Especially because the Umbral Governor's turn at dominance is quickly becoming...
Shorter.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, but if we're still here when whoever is coming back comes back, that would be bad. So we should probably leave as soon as the storm breaks outside.
Yes, I agree. I mean, KoKo's not here.
No.
No.
You would like to find her.
Yes.
She's in the Shadowmire. We must go in, as uncomfortable and difficult as
Yeah.
it will be.
Especially now that I can assume that Megillon is probably back in the Shadowmire.
Well, I don't know if Medjolon is traveling in this, right?
Well,
Do you think he's having a slumber party with your dad?
Probably not. My father's not really for gaiety in that sense.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's what I would do if there's a storm.
Right.
I would just stay put.
Yeah. He does not fear this storm or these creatures, I am
They're
sure.
souls.
he's got things to do.
I'm sure he finds a way.
Have you, that barrel corruption down there, have you seen anything else like that while you've been here?
No. I don't know what that is.
It's, well, obviously it's terrible.
That made everybody barf.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't. But,
No, we did.
you
and
and I,
Whoa.
yeah, we
So-
held it
so
in. But
So I did not do well on my identify roll.
No, you did not.
However,
Real bad.
However, this black sludge,
Mm-hmm.
does it remind me at all of Hellfire?
Very similar to Hellfire, yes. Feels sort of sticky that way, has a pungent... The only way to really tell would be to light it on fire.
Yes.
where we came from, that stuff down there was turning things feral. It was
Yeah.
the gnolls, these coyote creatures were turned to like insatiable. It was turning creatures. I mean, evil is a strange word, I guess, but it's
Right, because in nature, there is no evil. Nature is just nature.
It was just throwing things out of balance.
But that was evil.
It was, we came from a place seemingly apparently of balance, where there was hunters, there was gatherers, there was all these, and that stuff down there meant the hunters never stopped hunting. It meant they
They were hungry forever.
forever. And it corrupted.
Right.
And it seemed to go as far as where you and I are from,
Yes.
and ruining crops, destroying families. It's
Pretty bad stuff.
We don't know where it comes from, I'll say that. I don't think it comes from Megillon, at least just one barrel doesn't seem evidence enough that it seems to be coming from him.
Probably not. Bron, while he's talking, I want to be watching Rhea.
Okay.
When he says the gnolls, does that trigger any recognition for her?
Your passive insight is 13.
Yes.
It does not seem to trigger to you any recollection.
Great. Thank you.
So, Rhea,
Let's go. That actually, the town that I was working in, we experienced some difficulty with the crops as well.
Really? Okay.
do you recall the difficulty? Was it just like they were dying, or
They were failing, yes.
have you seen any giant bees?
Bees?
Giant bees, or wasps? Is that
I-
a thing you saw?
I don't recall seeing any, no.
Okay. Have you seen any giant versions of animals that would otherwise be small where you were from? I'm just trying to figure out the how this bad stuff has affected things.
I mean, I'm sure.
For Rhea.
Sure, I'm sure depends on what element it is
concentrated.
introduced to, right?
Yeah.
Because where I am from, the crops were affected, but where we just visited on the island of Toss, it was the gnolls that were corrupted. There were animals.
The sphinxes as well.
Sure.
Sphinx, yeah.
But the creatures where I am from, although mostly domestic livestock, were killed but not affected. I didn't have like rampant pigs
You
running
didn't
through the
have
streets.
rampant pigs in
No.
the streets?
No, there was not.
Okay.
Thank goodness for that much, I guess.
Yes, I don't remember seeing that.
Okay, good.
Just, and it was a fairly small town, so
Where was
not
it?
much to.
Your town.
Um,
Do you remember?
it's called. Yes, it's Crestler village.
Cressida.
Oh. I don't know very much about like the surface. Like.
Oh yes.
So, what was
just
your
a-
village like?
A small farming town, and I just worked for the local church there.
Yeah.
I'm from the farming community. Do I know of
Roll
this?
history with advantage.
I forgot that you were from a place of swine lords.
Yep.
until
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna.
reminded.
Yeah.
Did you say swine?
Swine lords.
Lord,
Yeah.
that's
Swine
correct.
lords.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. You said history?
Yep.
I want that
Sweet.
title.
That's a 24.
You have
wow.
never heard of that farming town.
Interesting.
At least not on Mechas.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course. Tell me, was there anything, because we tried a number of things to reduce the
Corruption?
corruption, thank you.
Yeah.
The only thing that we discovered that pushed it back at all was ridding one of the sources of the corruption, which was this creature named Nagrok, and the souls that he had captured. Was there a individual or an entity that was causing things for you? Maybe they are also from the Shadow Realm, or not the Shadow Realm, the City of
The
Glass.
City of Glass. Yeah.
Not that we had found. We were just growing a little desperate. The crops were failing.
Yeah.
It was our main way of
What?
food and commerce, really. Although we would take a lot of it out, but that's why we had to try and turn to other means, however we could.
Nagrok and Gramora didn't feel like City of Glass to me.
No, they didn't.
Also, they kind of felt like demons in your church that you were in and founded or worked
Oh
for.
no, I didn't found it.
What is your stance on demons?
Important questions.
Well, like
Well-
witches or people trying to live forever.
Oh well, yeah, living forever is a bit unnatural in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't think that the church had a specific standpoint on it.
What was
It's
the
more
name
for
of
the
it?
individuals.
Wait, what did you say the name of your church was?
I
Otto,
would
go
rather
easy.
not.
What?
Go easy.
I would rather not share that. I'm no longer part of that church, nor worship that deity,
Because you're here.
and I do not want to utter their name while I'm here.
Oh. I think I got you. I think I understand. So,
If we are to venture forth in the morning, I think Val is right that we need to get some slumber.
yes.
And I know we are peppering you with questions.
And yeah, it's just because, you know.
Well, Otto shared so much with us.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Because I shared that thing, now I'm kind of insecure about secrets. And I think, if everyone could share something really personal to them right now, I would feel probably better.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be a big secret. It could be like any like smaller one or whatever. But like if you could just share shit, just like I don't know, something I don't know, like a fact, or I shit so much, and I feel like I have no feathers right now. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Something that we would all be bound to secrecy
Oh yeah,
for each other.
yeah.
In the same way, would not leave this circle.
It would not leave this circle, and then we have to like have a different meeting with KoKo when we find her, or not. Whatever we want to do, whatever is comfortable for us.
Rhea, please roll an intelligence check for me. Just
Anyway.
straight intelligence check.
Yikes.
Don't know what that means.
Otto, super subtle.
16.
Something about the name Nagrok is familiar to you. You can't place it. Something somewhere that's sticking in your head.
Oh no. Okay.
But
So,
like, if you guys don't want to or whatever, I'll understand. It's not a big deal.
no, I think we should. I'd like to know more about you two.
I will go first. I have never met my mother.
Oh, that's a sad secret. I wasn't expecting that.
It my father is the one who raised me. In the court, as I said. And there were many times I asked him through the years about how he and my mother met, or the time they spent together, or how I came to be, and he refused to speak of it.
Oh.
He always held what appeared to be a great hurt in his heart, which you have to know my father to really see that, for he is a calm surface of a lake, and then the turmoil always lies beneath it. But yes, I never knew my mother. I hope that is a satisfactory sharing of a secret.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, no, that's... Thank you. For what it's worth, I don't know if this... I'm not trying to make you feel better, but if it were, we don't know our parents either. So the elder raises all of us. So all the kids are everybody's kids.
Yes.
Wow.
And so parents are just people who lay you. Ugh.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Oh boy. So you know, as a bird.
Yeah,
Sure, no, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
what I'm trying to say.
We can do the math.
It is much, yes, I was raised in the court.
Yes.
Much like
Yes.
it's in a communal
In a
upbringing.
communal sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's kids are everybody's kids.
Yes.
And there's some there is something so special about that.
Yes.
There is.
There is.
I just hear them laughing behind.
Sorry.
This
That
was
one,
Ellen.
that one got everybody.
Val, what about you?
I don't know.
You don't have any secrets?
You're a man with a lot of secrets, I could tell in your eyes.
I mean, I try not... There's a few things I'm not exactly proud of from, where I've come from, and, you seem to think I have a low opinion of myself. It's not without evidence. I've made a few mistakes. My breakup with my ex-fiancée, was the last straw, so to speak, before I left town, and why people seemed mostly okay to let me go. And some of that, I am fine putting on other people. Not all of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Val,
Yeah.
what about yourself are you most proud of? Because I know a lot of facts about you, Val, but I feel like I only know the ones that make you sad.
I like to think I was a pretty good big brother.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I've thought about that a lot. Because, somehow, somewhere, for whatever reason, sometimes I feel like the big brother of this group of weirdos.
Oh yeah, you absolutely are. No,
Thank
100%.
you.
Yeah, we're
Thank
kind
you.
of.
I'm a little bothered that you looked directly at me when you said weirdos.
We're all no. I mean, you know, KoKo's not here, or I would have looked at her. She's maybe the weirdest of us, if
the
we're being
most
honest.
It's me.
I mean, well, okay. I was trying to be gentle.
No.
No, you're pretty weird, but
I'm not weird.
But weird is no. I mean, you know, it's fine.
I'm pretty average amongst my people.
True.
Thanks.
No, we just have this image of all these like little owls, like.
We're the same.
We look exactly the same.
But I think that was.
You're all fantastic and great fun.
Thank you. I think that was part of what really messed me up about getting taken out of tasks, because I bought in, you know, I bought into being the protector, and then feeling like I wasn't even sure I got to be that anymore. But I don't know about that.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I just want to get KoKo back, you know?
Yeah. And Otto puts his claw on. I was like wing claw. No, we've decided claw.
You don't have feather fingers.
I don't have feather fingers. Yes. I just put my claw on your shoulder, and I just kind of like stand with you for a little bit
Thank you.
while staring at Rhea.
I have done many different jobs in my time. I've gotten to work with all sorts of folk. One of them, and if this leaves this circle, I will find you.
We're all bloodbound.
I believe
We
you.
gotta.
Right,
Yeah. No, we bled on the rock.
exactly. We bled on the rock.
Okay.
One of them was a prince. And Cristobal, you remind me of him. We got along so well, and sometimes I would help him with his duties around the court or what have you. And thanks to him, I met one of the most important people in my life. So I will always be grateful to him. But I miss him dearly, and so perhaps I have leaned on you in a way that you didn't know because of that. And I apologize if I've made you uncomfortable in any way, but...
I did not know that was why. I will happily be this facsimile until we get you back to your prince.
Well...
Cristobal's like, oh, I could be a prince.
So you should carry my thing.
You know, it's just comforting, you know?
Sure.
What I'm used to.
Yes,
sometimes.
it is why my courtly manners, even though we are not a bunch of nobility, I still prefer to keep it, as it gives me comfort and reminds me of home.
Yes. No. I don't think I'll probably ever see him again, so...
You never know.
Is that the person you want to try to get back to?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we are in a world, or in a place where you can go anywhere. So, I tell you what, I will help you, send you to your prince. If you have something of his that...
I don't want to go back to the prince.
Oh, forgive me, it's just that you seemed attached to them.
Oh, he was wonderful, a great friend.
No, but it was
Very close, like a brother even.
the person the prince introduced you to. That's who you want to get back to. Not the prince. I mean, you said that.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Wherever you would like to go.
As Rhea finishes the story, you can feel in your pack the skull sort of jiggle a little bit, and heat comes from your bag. A small bright light seems to exit from the top of it, and a small loaf of bread poops into existence
Gonna say, did it
in
count?
Rhea's hands, seemingly out of nowhere.
So we all get temp 5.
5.
Yeah,
5
and
temp
all of you,
HP.
your bodies seem to be made more whole or stronger, including yours, Rhea. And there's a smells wonderful.
Smell that
Very
bread.
Oh, wow.
Out of nowhere.
It is actual bread made of.
Bread and yeast and
That's
flour.
incredible crust.
Skull provides.
Yeah, the skull.
Provides.
Pretty weird.
Yes.
Your skull made this
Oh,
bread.
yeah. Okay, first of all, this skull.
Its eye is glowing bright white. The dark side, the eye that has the ASMR side of the skull with the dark eye, seems normal.
This skull that looks like Lumbra.
Yeah, yes. This, it's not lumber skull, obviously.
Well, obviously, but
It's a little thing I had. I should not be lying anymore. Telling the truth.
We found it.
Yep, we found it, and I've bonded.
It's been a lot of help. It's also been a lot of trouble.
It kind of, so...
it seems like Lumbra's inhabited it at least.
You know, I was gonna say I've learned enough not to guess.
Yeah, I think the skull's its own thing. It adapts.
Its force and power does not appear to be strictly magical. It appears to be some sort of primordial force that I am completely unfamiliar with all of the reading and studying I have done. The few times I have attempted to examine it using did not go, kind of went sideways.
Didn't go great.
Lost sight once.
a while.
It was weird.
So Otto, however, has had much more luck with their bonding.
We're bonded. Sometimes I talk to it.
And they operate far more often, and I don't mean to speak to
You can speak for me. No, this is great.
off of a guttural, primal drive.
Yeah, it's accurate.
So I think that might be one of the reasons. It is when we work together, I guide them through the study, but I do not actually participate, lest I lose another sense.
Volatile power, a incredible burden yet gift. That is like pretty chill.
Yeah.
I have.
It's kind of like my looks. It's an incredible
burden,
but also a gift.
But gift.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It also seems to be slightly glowing bluish and greenish around the whole part of it.
Yeah, and it just sometimes it makes things that are good.
Yes.
Sometimes it
Put in my bed.
tests us.
So not just bread.
Yes. That's bread.
No, it's not all bread, unfortunately.
Yes.
Rhea,
Oh, yes.
that cavern you talked about underneath,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
how'd you get there?
Just explored a pathway down beneath the city.
Could you get back there?
Oh, yeah.
Could I get back there?
It is outside of the city, and you know that land changes quite often.
Okay.
It could be something that you could find, but
Maybe
Not
we can
now.
get the body.
Yeah, right, I could try. It's outside the city, and yes, it is ever changing, but I mean, I could try.
It is an ancient place.
It seemed like it.
The fact that this place has been built on anything really feels like a surprise.
Well, also, everything that surrounds this is of a new construction. There is
Right.
nothing here of any age.
I guess to worship progress, that means you must have moved on from something in the past.
But it also means, and correct me if I'm wrong, you saw this, a relief of stone?
It was a mural?
yes, it was sort of cave style painting,
Okay.
and sort of chisel into the rock.
Okay, yeah. Yes, it was stone, but it was painted upon it.
Interesting. Interesting. So semi-organic.
I suppose.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Because the dirt tastes like nothing here.
Right.
Yes.
Because it's...
And rocks are ostensibly minerals, and if you find no minerals in the earth, the fact that there are rocks somewhere else suggests that perhaps not everything here is devoid of life.
Because of Bahatha.
Perhaps because
of Bahatha, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I said it too low and I wanted to make sure you heard it.
No, I definitely heard it.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for reiterating that.
You're welcome.
Really hammering that.
Yeah,
point home.
I felt myself whisper it and I was like, no, Cristobal needs to hear this. So,
Bahatha.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bahatha.
Why we're here.
That's why you're here.
It's why Otto's here.
Yes.
And one of the reasons why we're here.
Yeah.
It's a long story. There's a lot of gods involved.
Yeah.
And as you know, being one who worships and divines their power from the gods' motivations are not always clear.
Oh, fickle things, yes.
It seems, what seemed clear though is that we seem to be summoned to help with the problem of the corruption.
I mean, by Thasha.
By Thasha.
But okay, can I, we've been sharing so much. I'm gonna be real with you. What if we just like Lumbra?
I like Lumbra.
Right? I mean, you like Lumbra, you like Lumbra.
Lumbra's pretty great.
Right, and so Thasha was just like, hey, I'm real mad at you. Hey, you have no choice. Hey, the storm has uprooted you from place A to place B, and now people are trying to kill you?
So I agree with you. We may not have to worship Thasha.
I'm just saying.
But everything that I have divined leads me to believe Thasha is of great power.
Oh yeah, well she's
so much like you do not have to like the monarchy you are under. You still have to pay taxes to them, or they will burn down your house.
So we need to pay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. When we get back, we'll pay Thasha her taxes.
Yes.
So they don't incinerate us.
I think there's going to be probably some paying of taxes at some
So you
point.
tiptoe your way around it and find something else to do.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we do.
Mm-hmm.
We could just lie to Thasha, to her face. It'll be fine.
Are you good at lying?
I'm so good at lying. I've told
Insight
3
check.
lies tonight.
Tell me a lie
They
right
believe
now.
it.
Tell us a lie right now.
Great. Can I? Okay. Yes. I would love to. Let's see what I want to do. Okay. Yes, I want to tell a lie via performance.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I want to roll. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And then Otto's eyes get big, and they look like they're like watering. And they go, oh, my stomach! Oh God, that's so bad! And I want to feign this terrible stomach ache that looks as though my appendix has ruptured.
Roll performance. You have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Oh, City
Thanks,
Racing
City
Girl.
Racing Girl. This is really high stakes
Do
for
we
me.
need to roll
If
this?
any of you are trying to determine whether this is a lie or not.
Yeah.
All right,
Why not?
Valcorio, you have
We
advantage
knew
from
it's a
City
lie,
Racing
right?
Girl.
Thank you, City
Cristobal, you have advantage from City Racing
Thank you,
Girl.
City Racing Girl.
Rhea, you have advantage from Breba.
Real bad.
Remind me, this is a
Insight.
insight check. Oh, hey.
25.
Nice.
3
22.
with
Yeah,
advantage.
22 as well. So,
You are
Oh my God!
absolutely
Otto,
concerned.
did you? Are you all right?
And then my eyes, I turn to you and I go,
Yeah, I'm good.
That was pretty
yeah,
impressive.
that
It
was very good. I
very
almost went straight to you.
Yes.
I was worried you'd gotten some more of that corruption on you or something. God, all right. Can we go to sleep?
Yeah, we can go to sleep. I can lie to God for sure.
One of us should keep watch. Yes.
Yeah.
I am fine to take the first watch.
I'll take the first watch with you.
Now, remember, none of you have to sleep.
Oh, that's
You do have to rest,
right.
but you don't actually have to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's good. I forgot.
That's a good point. Sure, a good point, right?
yeah,
Also,
that's a-
you have the
that's a really
bread, but your hunger doesn't kick in because there's no meat.
Oh.
I think Val would still try to get some shut eye.
I think that's very
right?
valuable. I think that's very
Val is largely fine, actually. I think I took
It's
no
not
damage.
that you
in
can't
fight.
sleep. It's just you just don't need it.
Right.
You're
The other
messed up, right?
You're messed up.
Yeah, I have 32 of 44.
But we can rest and get hit points. But
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
A
You
long
can
rest,
still
yes,
long
but we
rest.
don't have to
It
sleep.
just doesn't
Okay.
have to sleep as part of it.
The talk of Lumbra and everything as well, I think before he makes, a little bit of, tries to find something burlap or whatever to make it better, and
Use your terrible cloak and then put the cloak I gave you on.
it has mold on it.
Wait, the
Still
nice
better.
one?
Oh, thank you. I take my mask. I realize that we've been wearing these masks all day, and at a certain point, I take them off.
Do we have masks?
You take your mask off?
Yeah.
When you take your mask off, that screaming that was sort of low level
Oh
and just
my
in the
God.
You've been
background
hearing low level.
fills your head as if in pain. It's so loud and unbearable to the point of a headache begins, a migraine.
Okay,
begins.
all right, never mind.
And as you put your mask back on, it soothes
What-
everything.
Val, are you okay?
What happened?
Yeah. Apparently, this helps drown out the soul screaming.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah.
wait, are we all hearing low screaming?
Yeah, I mean,
Outside
it's
the
sort of like
doors.
in the background, outside the door, as the
Like
door
wind.
sort of slams every once in a while.
I feel like
you
I would
hear-
have been acting different if I knew.
I mean,
Just low
It's
level
there.
screaming.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very.
It's like high
But
wind.
it's just not like in your brain only, because that's
No,
what
no,
I
no, no,
initially
no.
thought.
No,
Great.
it's just really loud when you take your mask off.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to get some rest. I don't know what.
Okay. So Val goes to sleep. Does anyone else join him in slumber?
I would actually like to cast Detect Magic
Okay.
ritually.
Absolutely.
Because I want to see what exactly is magic within this room.
Absolutely.
I understand that there is stuff beneath us that is magic, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was something else.
Sure.
So I ritual cast it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it takes 10 minutes, and as you sit down and cast it, the blue magical energy sort of gets rid of the pupils of your eyes, and you become, as we have described before, almost blue-eyed as you.
Sure.
sort
Can
of-
also like really nice like eyeliner and
Yeah,
mascara.
for sure.
like-
Oh yeah, that's what you're applying. Really
exactly.
nice
Just like
eyeliner.
really, just really. Make
And so
eyelash
it
pop.
is vibing.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
But
No doubt.
within it, there is no white of
Amazing.
your eye. There's
Sure.
no pupil. It is just blue, sort of arcane energy. And as you look around the room, your fellow party members seem to glow in various bits and bobs. The masks obviously glow with almost every school of magic that you have ever run into. Below you, you do sort of get a sense. The floor, especially below the table, is made of wood, so you get a little bit of a faint essence from below you, which you sort of attribute to the sludge in the room below. His axe, his obsidian axe,
Sure.
does not glow. The
Interesting.
handle does, but the head does not.
The handle does.
The handle does, but the head does not.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of anything. I mean, clearly the skull in her
the
bag
skull.
is sort
That's
of
rib.
the brightest thing in
the
the
rib.
room.
You know about the rib.
But beyond that, it seems pretty normal. This room, manufactured, not magically protected or inclined in any way, shape, or form. You do see what look like sort of as if someone is running a flashlight underneath the door from outside every once in a while. And when that happens, you sort of hear, the faint echo of one of those sort of screams.
I'm going to. You guys obviously you guys and girls have seen me
Yeah.
do this.
I'm studying so hard.
Yeah, I'm going to say the spirits outside are emitting a magical energy.
Oh.
Interestingly enough, as you're asleep, right?
Uh-huh.
It is not Val's axe handle, the obsidian, that is magical. The axe itself is not magical, it is the handle that it is affixed to, which I find very curious because obsidian by its nature is a magical stone.
Conduit.
Yes, conduit.
Yeah.
And I wonder if perhaps when we moved and used the skull, all of that magical energy was sucked out of it.
I don't know. Maybe.
It is just a thought I had.
Ah.
We'll tell him maybe when
Yeah.
he wakes up. Maybe we won't.
No.
Maybe the next time we're in a battle and he draws it, we'll be
Yeah.
like, just so you know.
Just so you know, oh, this might be so bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
You guys
so
suck.
he's so good with that axe
I don't
that
even think he'll notice
I don't
it.
think he needs the magic.
No, that's a good point.
Also, this is this is not a dig on. So, how do you cast magic? Is it arcane?
Yes, I cast it through years of study.
Yeah. So like books and stuff.
Yes, books and stuff.
And ritual and stuff.
Yes, and ritual and stuff.
Can you detect magic that is not of books or ritual?
Yes, for instance, the skull and rib that you carry vibrate with magical energy.
You're carrying a rib too.
Rib.
Oh, what happened to no secrets?
So yeah, I have this rib.
And she literally puts out what looks like the rib of a humanoid.
I don't know what it does yet. It goes with the skull. They're companion pieces. If this were-
Engaging Rhea's reaction.
I think it's pretty natural. You have a rib?
Fair enough.
So,
It's from a barbecue.
yep, all right. Well,
The rib appears to be, when you pull out, you're a little surprised. As you pull it out, the rib appears to be slightly darkened, similar to the same shading as the tiefling side of the skull.
Huh.
well, that's new.
That's new.
So, wait, is there anything that I know about something seems familiar about?
Navron? Is that what you mean? Are you talking about what I told you earlier, or about this rib?
About this rib,
wasn't-
about skeleton stuff.
We could roll wisdom.
No, I don't. No. It was just something. If I Josephine, I'm
gotcha.
forgetting something. Maybe.
The rib is a tool.
Yeah.
I don't think we should hide tools.
What does it
That's
do?
true.
Why do you have it?
Well, I don't know. Well, I know why I have it because I'm trying to construct the skeleton. Did I tell you guys that already?
No, but that tracks with how we know you.
What I've been trying to do this whole time.
Yeah,
I
it makes
felt like it was
sense.
obvious.
What? Why?
Well, because I want to know what happens. No, I think that the skull has been guiding me, you know, and has been helped me in so many different ways. I feel compelled to kind of find the rest of the pieces and see what it is, because I don't really know.
Have you spent any time with just the rib?
No, I kind of honestly. Don't tell the school this, but I kind of forget about the rib sometimes.
Oh.
Like, literally yesterday or earlier today, I forgot.
I mean,
I had it.
we have time if you would like to spend a little of it examining the rib. I could guide you through my suggestion of how to do it.
Yeah, I'd like that actually. Putting this in my bag.
Academically, you are
Yes.
lacking, which is
Wow, you're
Well,
very
no, that's
forward.
No, that is
Also,
correct.
you
I am academically lacking.
I'm not saying that you are
No.
dumb.
Yes,
You are
sir.
enough. You
No,
are enough.
They are enough. I'm
This is-
not.
No, this is not a slight on me.
No, it's not a slight.
No,
It is-
it's
it's
a
pretty
factual
accurate.
thing.
pretty accurate.
accurate.
I
Academically
don't
lacking.
read books. Books elude me.
Yes.
I get bored.
Sure.
And I want to have recess outside.
We're
also-
all auto. At least I am.
Also, being who you are and where you are from, your instincts are what guide you. You know,
Yeah.
keeps you safe as a hunter, as someone who exists mostly in the dark underground with mysterious figures.
Absolutely.
That is what I suggest you trust when you are examining the skull or the rib. Is reach out with your emotions, with your gut, your instincts, and see maybe if it will tell you something.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and guide her through
Sure.
a version of Identify.
Absolutely.
And I understand that she does not know Identify, and I don't know.
But what I will allow.
Wait, you also
is-
don't know?
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
What I will allow.
But I'm not casting it.
What I will allow is
Blindly blind.
Otto will get an Arcana roll, and you can use the help action to give them advantage.
Great, that's what I would like to do.
This will take time.
Sure.
Yes.
So a couple of hours will pass
Yes.
during this long
A
rest.
lot of failed attempts.
Rhea, is there anything that you would like to do during this, say, 4 hours?
I sort of wander into another room.
Okay, great. Your Arcana with
wait,
advantage.
no, actually, sorry,
Yes.
I thought of something else.
Okay.
I'm just going to sit very close to Val
Okay.
while they're doing this
Okay.
ritual, presumably like.
Oh yeah, we're involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm just gonna go sit very, very close to Val, and I just want to examine his scales.
Make an investigation
I
check.
don't love that. If I'm good.
We look over to the.
Rhea, you have advantage from City Racing Girl.
Great. Okay.
Let's do your Arcana while she rolls her investigation.
So I didn't roll very high, even
Okay.
with advantage.
Sure.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. Describe to me exactly what you're doing. What are you using? Are you using just the rib, the skull, and the rib?
So,
give me a little
I
insight.
think that in what you said about using my gut and the environment that like I'm used to, we are in the cellar where it is dark.
Sure.
Under the house, we smell the earth kind of, or closer to that, and in the dark, I have a blindfold on.
Oh.
And you have been spinning me, and I have the rib in my hand, so it's almost like you're gearing me up to hit a piñata.
Okay. This is not a technique I've ever. Okay, yes.
I'm following my feet.
No, this is your feeling.
God.
So
My
let
gut
let
is
your gut
telling
guide.
You
me.
said it.
You
This one's
all you.
This one's on me, everyone.
And I rolled an 11.
Okay. Are you including the skull though?
Yeah, I
Okay.
feel like they're companions.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I have my skull in this hand.
Okay, got it. So it's going to be part of the rotation.
Yes.
Great.
Oh boy.
As you are, this is nothing that you've ever experienced
No.
as a
Yeah.
wizard.
No,
Spin
This
me
is not how it
faster.
goes. But you've become very, close to Otto, and you know that Otto functions more on blood magic,
Yeah.
right? Like the magic held within, as part of the arcane trickster. So you're trying your best. Arcana is Arcana, so the weave works similar. The ley
exactly.
lines sort of lay where they do, regardless of how you access them. And as you begin spinning Otto, and you're in the underneath.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
you went
under.
underneath.
Yeah.
In the same room with the barrel sludge.
Oh god.
Oh, here. So how big is that room? Because I feel like we would.
It's as large as the
Okay.
room upstairs.
Yeah, I feel like.
So it could be
Wait,
on
you're
the,
in
on
the
on
sludge room?
yeah,
We're-
but I'm on the other side of the sludge
No,
room.
I was sleep. Yeah.
We're not in the sludge
No,
room.
No,
you two are
we're-
upstairs.
We're by the
We would
fireplace.
know
Enjoy the sludge
well
room.
enough,
Yeah, have fun.
especially me, who had
Of
mage
course,
hand
I'm not trying to
equipment.
catch you in a thing here. I'm just clarifying.
How
Just
close are
clarifying.
you to the sludge
It's on the
room?
other side of
It's
the
on
room.
the other side
Perfect.
of the room.
Okay. Cool.
So as you begin spinning Otto, at first it feels very odd to you. You're teaching Otto. This
Silly.
seems to be what
Yeah.
Otto is into, and
Sure.
That's what I'm into.
his emotions are clearly very tied to this ritual.
Mhm.
What's strange to you is you don't experience magic in this way, but the magic within Otto seems to activate. Part of the Otto's feathers begin to sort of blow as if wind is coming from their very core, blowing outward. The rib itself begins to sort of hum in his hands as you continue to spin. And then you start to realize that you no longer have to spin Otto. Otto is spinning on their own. Faster
So cool.
and faster
Oh yeah.
and faster, to the point if you actually have to back up or Otto's going to hurt you.
Sure.
Faster and faster and faster. And then a burst of blue and green light from the skull as a spirit exits a skull around Hede, looking around the room as if able to sense, and looks at you.
Oh.
Where is this?
We are in the city of glass. Is Otto still?
Otto is still, and in fact, to the point of it, to you, it looks like they could fly. Literally spin that fast. It is a blur. You cannot see Otto. The city.
You are in the realm of Lumbra.
What is who is Lumbra?
Lumbra is the god of progress, of life and death.
What are you?
I am Cristobal.
Where? What? And you see it sort of look at something in the distance in the room. It's staring at the barrel of sludge.
Do you know this?
Danger! No! 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 And as the soul begins to scream, similar to the outside that you've heard muffled, this very loud, you two up there hear nothing.
Oh my god.
It is silent.
Okay,
It is as silent as it was when they left.
Cool.
You two, the wind is blowing in this room. You can see some of the clothes that you left in the box seem to be sort of flapping in the wind and falling on the ground. It sucks back into the skull, and Otto skids with a stop. The sludge across the room seems to just ever so slightly inch its way toward you.
Oh, no.
And then stops.
The heck?
Otto, to you, that was fun. That was like being on a merry-go-round. I mean, not even, usually if you spin that fast, your inner ear is going to go weird.
Yeah.
But that was like, you feel invigorated.
Did you see me spin?
Yes.
Awesome.
I've never seen anyone access the ley lines this way. It was amazing, honestly.
Did it look cool?
It looked very cool. It almost looked like you were flying.
I am so lightheaded.
Yeah, I could
The
see
way I was
that. Did you
flying?
see the spirit as it exited the skull?
What?
To you, it was just as if you were spun at a normal speed,
I was just
around and around.
spinning real fast.
You did, and then as you reached the pinnacle of your speed, a Ramhidi soul seemed to exit the skull. Can I describe how the soul looked to
Of course.
them?
He describes, there's not real color to these souls. They're very bluish and greenish. But there was one marking feature on the Ramhidi, a sort of a horn that wasn't broken, but sort of early on in its life, sort of misjointed. And that is exactly the same Ramhidi that you saw that got sucked into the skull.
Oh my god, yeah, I saw that from here.
Yeah, and after the Ramhidi, who was very frightened, by the way,
It was scared?
it was, after it retreated back to the skull, I noticed the sludge seemed to pulsate and move slightly closer to
No,
it.
I don't like that. We need to get out of this room.
I agree.
For sure. I'm gonna look through a couple more boxes and then leave.
We gotta get out of here, guys. We gotta get out of here.
All right, I'm going to come back up here. We'll get back to you in a second. Your investigation check, Rhea.
I only got a 13 investigation.
13. His, Val's scales are clearly of a silver dragonborn.
Yep.
But they seem strange to you in that they are dulled. They are not as shiny as you might expect a dragonborn's, especially a silver dragonborn scales to be. Also, slightly different than what you expect. His frame of his head is not as wide and draconic as you might expect from a normal silver dragonborn, and he seems to have sort of tentacles. Not tentacles like
Spines.
Sort of
Dragon
spines and that descend from his head. A beautiful creature.
Right?
So curious. And I'm being very quiet.
Sure.
Like to. Can I tell if Val is for sure asleep?
Make a medicine check.
Oh,
You have advantage
medicine.
from City Racing Girl.
I want you to wake up while she's like smelling you.
Hold on.
That's
a medicine check for
I
sure.
haven't touched you yet.
Yeah.
No.
The medicine check will.
But, and not needing to sleep probably would
Yeah,
affect how
for sure.
long it takes you to get to
sure.
sleep.
At 24.
Very easily tell that he is sort of he's not fully asleep. He is somewhat awake, or at least not awake, aware of his surroundings. He's not in REM.
You would see definitely my breath is very cold when I'm asleep. Well, almost all the time, but if you're that close to me, you would
Oh
probably
yeah, I'm
almost
getting close.
Yeah, you
Is
see his breath.
I'm like-
it's not
even a
cold.
little bit of ice particles or something.
Just above like Val's scales and sort of, and I try to ever so slightly just sort of like touch some of them.
Okay. With a medicine check of 24, I'm going to say that's pretty. It's like surgery hands, right? Like you're. So I'll give you a check at disadvantage.
Yeah, sure.
Of Constitution
I mean,
to wake
my
up.
passive perception's awful, so
Yeah. Well, we'll make this Constitution because you're sleeping. Or
Con?
temporarily
Oh,
sleeping.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But disadvantage.
Con at disadvantage. Oh, that's cocked.
Oh,
One of them's a nat 20, but at disadvantage, that is a 9.
The 24 definitely beats your 9.
For sure.
And you can see that one of his scales is just about to molt off.
And I'm sort of muttering under my breath in Elvish.
Oh.
And I think this would make such a good gift. And I'm going to try and sleight of hand. I don't know, take this scale.
Sleight of hand.
bro, they're stealing your skin, bro.
Right.
All she's got to do is ask. I mean,
You both skill over time.
Straight roll.
Straight roll. As far as I'm concerned.
21.
Easily able. You pull at it and it just sort of comes off as if it was about to fall off on its own.
your beard's next.
You have
Good luck.
one molted silver dragonborn scale.
So curious. Oh, they're gonna love this. Okay. And I just sort of like lounge by the fire for a bit.
Your investigation roll on your blacksmith.
Yes.
Oh, my identifier is still like when we went down.
Yeah.
Would I have seen any other magical glowings?
There are no other magical glowies other than the barrel sludge,
Okay.
seeming to give off a lot of necromancy.
Sure.
And obviously the skull and the.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like a Vorpal sword hidden in a box.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Well, you know,
Sorry.
bad DMing, right?
Sword in a box.
Oh, I forgot about the Vorpal sword.
22.
You find various clothing.
Vorpal.
You find various clothing within the
good.
box. You also find what looks like a small ivory token. It seems to be carved in the what you would consider the shape of Bahatha's divine symbol, which is a elk head with innumerable amounts of other animal heads seeming to sprout from every angle.
Oh, Cristobal, look. It's a token from Bahatha.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
not magical.
It's not. Oh, maybe it is one of their worshippers or one of their holy symbols that they carry around.
It's a sign.
Of
A gauntlet.
yes, you keep saying this. If this is a gauntlet.
No, this is it.
No, that's
this.
right of the gauntlet. Yeah. Yes. So the goal of which is to test us. Yes.
Well, I don't want to make it about me, but it's to test me.
Oh, okay.
Personally.
All right, and to
Yeah.
test you.
So that's the thing, Cristobal. It's different each time,
Mm-hmm.
and so each of the gauntlets has something that I meant to learn, and for this one, it's either. Oh God, we gotta get out of here! We gotta get out of this room!
Wait, what?
The sludge!
I look at the
Begin to
sludge.
hear. No, sludge seems to be
Is the
sort
sludge
of
clicking?
stuck where it's
I
at.
didn't really
But
scare
now
me.
that Otto seems to be interacting, you hear what Otto heard, which is from underneath the floor. You hear a.
What is that?
And then I try and
Yeah, make
discern
perception
what it
checks.
is.
Make perception checks. Straight roll, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, I'm so glad it's not the sludge, because that is the only thing.
Everyone, I'm rolling well tonight.
Wow. Congratulations.
15.
Don't get used to it.
That's good for me.
Adam,
I'm rolling in perception, yes. 13.
See, MVP.
It's pretty easy. You noticed it even without a roll. So you both seem to sense that there is something underneath the floor that is moving around.
oh boy.
Currently, it seems to be moving towards Otto's very loud and boisterous
Autoball.
voice.
I like Autoball.
Audible, I am very.
There's also the
round.
Cristobal, which I
Cristobal and
Cristobal.
Autoball.
Great.
That's
stealth checks.
Awesome. I'm great at this.
I want to help
Got a
you.
rogue here,
buddy.
yeah.
I'll give you advantage since you recognize that there was
thanks.
something there. Yeah.
Dirty.
Remember, you still have +2.
Right, so 24.
Whoa!
No, I'm sorry, 22. 22. But still.
19.
As you both sort of immediately realize that this thing is moving towards you, and whatever this sound is moving towards you underneath the floorboards, and you get silent, you hear it. And it begins to move away towards the sludge.
This place has insects?
What the hell?
I'm going to let Otto go first up the ladder and follow after.
I'm very quiet.
As you're climbing the ladder, you begin to hear what sounds like something banging against the wood floor near the sludge.
At what point do we start hearing upstairs?
Your passive perceptions.
Well, if the banging is mainly, I
Yes,
think what
of
I
course.
was.
Your passive perception, Rhea. As they come up the stairs, you definitely start to hear some sort of banging below you.
What did you do?
There's something beneath the floorboards coming up. There's this famous play about these creatures that live underground in Arizona. Kevin Bacon. I don't know if you've ever. Do you know
Is this
Kevin Bacon?
another Owlin play?
Yes,
Oh,
there's
good
a
Lord.
famous play in the caves.
Famous in the cave.
Yes.
As you heard, now
Ghostbusters,
Trevor's
Trevor's.
apparently is now canon.
The great warrior Kevin Bacon saved everyone.
Okay.
I mustn't have seen it.
Very well known. We'll act it out for you later.
Perfect. Looking forward to it. Wait, okay, so there's something coming out of the ground? Well, get out.
Yeah, but we're out.
Leave.
As you close the hatch, you hear what sounds like the splintering of wood.
What's taking it?
Something is. So I go over to Val and say, "Wake up, person with the axe."
Easily
What?
woken. Easily immediately
up?
woken.
There is something coming through the floor beneath us.
There's a bad thing.
All right.
The sludge is down there.
You hear the cracking and
getting
breaking
to the
of
sludge?
wood, and you hear a large, and then you hear a, and it goes silent.
Oh, is there like a bookshelf or something to like put over this door, the like trap? Right? Is it a door in the ground?
There's the table. Yes,
Is
door in
it
the
to
ground.
go
Wait,
and-
Something's
Wait, I'm
going
not
I'm not
hearing
hearing
it.
anything.
And then you hear a,
No.
Okay, yeah, let's move.
and more splintering of wood as that sound moves away.
Val, can you move something over the door?
Yeah.
Wait, it is leaving.
Oh, that's not good.
Before I will move up to the trap. Everyone stand back, and I'm gonna hold up and just peek.
Oh my god.
You see that directly sort of to the left of the barrel, or rather I should say where the barrel used to be, there is clearly something burst from underneath this floorboard where the trap was, that hallway.
Yeah.
And as you sort of lift the hatch open to see what it is, the barrel is gone, but you do see what looks like a small, I say small, I mean large,
Very different words.
shadowy claw, much like an insect's claw, slide into the hole as it moves away. And that is where we'll go to intermission.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Indeed. So we will be back in about 15 minutes. Please check out, we've dropped a couple of exciting commercials into intermission, so make sure you check those out. And we will be back in about 15 to wrap up this story and see our second half. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in 15.
Hey, and we are so lucky to be sponsored by amazing companies like World Anvil. There has been a friend of ours for months now. We all know that World Anvil is a beautiful set of world-building tools and organizational items for all of you storytellers out there and creatives, no matter what game you're running. D&D, Pathfinder, Vampire the Masquerade, all of them. It's the absolute best for organizing all of your game info for those magic items that you created, but you can't quite remember what they do, or that NPC where you're like, what was their accent again? Was it like, yeah, was it something like this? Or was it more like this? You couldn't remember because it was 5 sessions ago. Well, World Anvil is perfect for that because it's just the best tool set set to keep all your stuff organized. And if you go to World Anvil right now and use our discount code THEDungeonRun, no spaces, THE Dungeon Run, no spaces, you'll get a lovely discount on a year-long subscription. And we're also working with our friends at Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice are the kindest and most awesome purveyors of dice in all the land. They have so many amazing styles and colors of all dice for every character, every setting. We here like to change up our dice depending on what character we're playing or depending where we are. Right now, actually, they have a collection of dice called the Reticle Collection, which is beautifully steampunk inspired that Lumbra themselves would really enjoy. So if you go to dieharddice.com right now and use our discount code DungeonRun, no the on this one, just Dungeon Run, you will get a lovely discount on us. So thank you World Anvil and thank you Die Hard Dice.
We're back. LASIK surgery is the nightmare. I have learned. We were just having a
Not
conversation about it.
sponsored.
No sponsor, no LASIK surgery sponsor. But,
Unless you want to.
Hey,
Free
for those of you-
LASIK for everyone in the
I have an
audience.
eye thing. Let's just me. I got an eye thing. It's a weird.
Same.
There's
so-
this skull you could study to get rid of that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Because existential dread. Welcome back, everyone. We took a break, and right before we left, there was a bit of an odd situation in a shadowy insect claw, not small but big, leaving the busted out wooden floor of the basement level of this warehouse. Our intrepid, yes, go ahead.
Go ahead, no.
Our intrepid adventurers were trying to determine what's going on. Some of them just not wanting to do. Nope, out. But it was our brave Val who sort of peeked to see what was going on.
I saw the claw.
Yes.
Was it metal?
No.
It was.
Yeah. Roll Arcana for me. Straight
You know,
roll.
what you're good at.
Straight roll.
You're so
Yeah,
good
straight roll.
at it.
Or nature if that's better. If nature's
It's
better.
the same.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair.
buddy.
Means you don't have any knowledge skills.
I have history.
Oh, there you go.
But neither
It was a 13, you said?
yes.
It looked shadowy to you, more like composed of the shadow essence.
Got it. What the heck?
What was it?
What'd you see?
It took the sludge.
It took it a sludge?
It took it down the. I think it's safe, and I'm gonna open it up.
Took a sludge
Yeah, I
to
mean-
it.
Do you think, I've already been wondering about this myself, but as this was a place of operations for them, do you think that there is a way perhaps back into the Shadowmire?
All right, everybody stay here for just a moment, and I'm going to go down the ladder
Okay.
and get a little closer.
You have dark vision, yeah?
I don't.
Oh.
Oh.
It is very dark.
Dragonborn do
But
not
you
have
are
dark
wearing your mask, and
I
that
am.
allows
That's
you
right.
to be
I
able
am
to see.
chosen of Umbrith. That's exactly how Val says it.
The mask falls off. No.
You trip and impale yourself on broken wood.
And as I do,
The mask laughs.
so I get a little close, sword drawn,
Sure.
but getting a little closer. Is it a pre-existing tunnel that there was? It is.
It is
a-
clearly that tunnel that was underneath it. It appears that sort of this thing dug its way.
So it's like a
sort of
burrowed
yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
But definitely attached, just sort of as close to that tunnel as possible. It's not like it dug its own all the way through. It's clearly that part dug from the end of the tunnel. So you could open up the hatch that, if you could find it, in the floor and see probably that it dug directly towards that particular.
got it.
Yeah.
I think there was some sort of escape route down here,
Oh.
something like that. But yeah, the sludge is gone. We
Shit.
could follow it, but
Into the tunnel?
they'll see us coming.
The sludge was black?
There'll be no hiding from it if we follow it.
Yeah.
If we use the tunnel.
Imagine. Have you ever seen what crude oil looks like? It's very much like crude oil.
Does Otto, does obsidian ever change its state? Could it be
No.
Liquidize?
Oh, no. There's a thing that happened where there was a couple of, we do experiments sometimes in the cave, and one time there was a liquidation trying to occur, and we just got powder.
Oh,
It wasn't that bad, it was just powder.
All right,
Yeah.
I just wanted to
But
check just in case.
Don't do it.
Well, I think we could be very quiet and perhaps try and see where this passageway might go.
It's not
As
gonna
you're
be much
down there,
place
you
to
can
hide.
definitely hear inside the tunnel that faint screaming of souls.
It's still outside,
Oh yeah.
but it's not coming from the tunnel, or
I mean, you can clear. It's sort of echoing down the tunnel as if you know that it comes out on the other side. So there's some.
Oh.
And how much time? And do we theoretically think that that is going to stop with the phase?
Yeah.
You, as far as you know, there has not been a phase in which there were just souls
In which there
all over
were
the
just
place.
screaming souls? Okay,
yeah,
cool, yeah, so...
But
yeah.
Bart said like he would. This was old hat to him though.
yeah, he knew. of it.
He knew that it was coming. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But you, since you've been here,
I haven't
have not
seen
experienced it.
This is a way out of here now, and the fact that they took that, I was going to try to destroy it before we left. I'll just own up.
If I'm going to be real with you, I don't think that it took that. I think the sludge took it.
Whoa.
Give me that.
It was drawn to the sludge. Oh, that's not true. It was actually drawn to the noise we were making initially.
There was something shadowy about it. It might have been working. It might have been a servant of Megilon of Umbrith.
Or it was just a nice, scary cave bug that got caught up in the wrong sludge.
But this place doesn't have cave bugs, right? Does it?
There's no bugs. There's no organic life.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a robot.
Because of
You've worked with the governor for quite some time. Do they have shadowy associates?
No, I haven't worked with his associates so much. I work alone.
Right.
There is rumor of creatures in the expanse beyond the city.
Yes, I've heard of these shadowy creatures, and it is what I
Bart mentioned them as well.
Right.
tried to warn of as well, but no, I haven't interacted with who he works with myself.
If his power has grown quite a bit, it is possible maybe he is starting to try to control these creatures and sent the creature to gather the sludge.
maybe.
Yes, possibly. I think so. I think it's all connected to him.
Is the opening that bursts through the floor? How wide is it?
10 feet wide ish.
That's the big old bug.
We can follow it. Yeah.
We could just be really sneaky. Also, if it's a cave bug, bugs, and everything in a cave makes many holes. Are many paths down there. Who's to say, one, we won't be lost forever, or two, we won't even be found by it.
I mean, it's either that or we stay here because we can't go outside in that.
We don't know how long this is gonna last, right?
Right. Is everyone feeling all right? You all had a bit of a rest? I feel okay.
I could.
We had a full rest.
You need about another 4 hours.
Another 4 hours.
So you
In a
got
little bit.
definite short rest, okay, but not.
Well, maybe it's
I mean, we
actually a
can
good
certainly
thing.
move past that if you'd like. We can certainly say 4 hours passes.
We can
and
fast-
get you
we can
to
fast
either
forward.
certain-
Well, maybe that's a good thing that we wait, because if it just went down there,
Yeah.
maybe we just give it a head start.
Let's see. Yeah, perhaps more will come through. We can just sort of
Okay.
gauge how dangerous it is.
Okay.
But
Yeah, let's
don't like
keep resting for now.
Yeah.
And
I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't feel
Yeah,
tired,
okay.
but I feel like I need
It's
to-
better that we go at full strength.
Yeah.
We need to have our wits about us to find KoKo and to get that back.
We don't need to sleep, we just need to rest.
Correct.
Can I sew while I
Yes,
rest?
absolutely.
Excellent. So I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to gather a bunch of the terrible clothes from down below.
Yeah.
and I'm-
Oh, yeah. By the way, I'm sorry. I found this, and I found Tinker's tools.
Yep.
And I found an alchemist kit.
Yep.
I found this, the alchemist kit.
Oh, fascinating.
Do you want this?
If it is all right with you.
Yeah, I
I'll-
mean, I'm full
Yes,
that
of
stuff.
course.
Go ahead.
I'll take it.
Yep,
I'll take
add an
it.
alchemy kit
Great.
to your...
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Tinker's tools. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them.
I have a set of those.
Okay.
the fire is quite cozy.
Yeah.
Otto grabs a lot of the old coats from the closets that Cristobal has discarded as less than fashionable.
Well, there was only the one cloak, which...
Right.
Oh.
But you found a bunch of other
You found a
clothes
bunch
in
of
the
clothes
crates.
I found clothes.
I see you, and I'm gonna take out some clothes from my bag.
Yeah.
Would you like some cushions?
Yeah, I was gonna make a kind of a nest by the fire. Do you want to
Go on.
be in by my nest? Yes, good.
Start clothes, pants, shirt into a nest pile.
No, yeah. Okay, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Are you gonna go to bed? I'm so tired.
I'm gonna like put my.
Rhea, your passive insight is tingling.
I sort of like catch Otto as they like fall into the and sort of like envelop them in my robes too to like wrap them up, and I just sort of like hold him.
Otto, Rhea smells wonderful.
Just be cool.
Otto's just like this. He's like straight and staring.
And I'm just like, well, there, you can rest easy.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out.
I am so relaxed. You.
Pretend to be sleeping.
And I think
Pretends to sleep.
I sort of like, you know, I think enjoy this for like 5 to 10 minutes
Yeah.
before I'm like, you know, I think I wanted to stretch my legs a bit anyway, and I sort of like but I leave my robe around.
Yeah, Val's definitely been watching discreetly, as discreet as he can get, but just sort of what the heck is going on?
And I'm just like laughing to myself, sort of like
just
under my breath as I walk away, and I see Val and I say, "You jealous? There's enough to go around. Don't worry."
Don't know what to mean to that. You're doing.
Just minding
Don't let me, I'm just sewing by the fire.
I'm just noticing how good you are at blending in.
Oh. Have you found that you don't blend in as much? You okay? I have to be honest.
I'm fine. It's more. There are people in business and politics everywhere who can seem to walk in anywhere and fit in. And I've known you 12 hours?
Sorry, what? I wasn't listening.
How long have we known Rhea for? We met her this
Not
morning.
long, maybe half a turn.
Yeah,
maybe-ish.
basically. No, go on. You're fine.
Yes, of course.
But you're doing quite well.
Thank you.
Well, you were alone here before we showed up, sounded like. I mean,
Yes, and well, yes. Like I said, I told you that at some point I was around a prince, and it was not necessarily my job to be seen. So I'm quite good at blending in when I need to.
It's useful.
Yeah. Are all dragons as unshiny?
Wow.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I
It's fine.
don't mean that as a.
No, I sort of let myself go. It's fine.
I truly didn't know. I've never met.
No, I genuinely, it's fine.
I've only heard stories.
Oh. No. My sister is quite shiny.
Okay.
My mother, my father, they take quite good care of their scales.
They're all silver.
Yes.
And are there also larger dragon? Are you like related to dragons? The ones of folklore?
One presumes. I've got some ancestors I know about that were, but I mean, it was so long ago.
So you don't know any?
Well, no.
My insight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna roll on that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I figured.
Any advantages, anything?
Nope. Straight roll. As far as there is one unassigned from Morg Smash.
Morg Smash.
And I will do a 50-50 on who gets it here because I like this. It goes to Rhea.
Dang it, I needed the help.
No, I
Thank
feel
you, Morg
bad. I already
Smash.
rolled
Thank you,
well.
Morg Smash.
It's fine.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, 8.
Oh.
I'm lying.
Clearly. Very
I
clearly.
love that addition.
Well, but it
Clearly.
was with the 25, you'd be able to tell that like it's sort of a new addition.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. It's good.
Yeah,
And,
like basically, the practiced answer would be like, no, I don't know any dragons, and then
Yeah.
there's like, oh.
Yeah. And do you, with that incident, do you are you uncomfortable by the question?
Not really.
Okay. Great.
Guys, how insight works. It's awesome.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm just a little curious. I want to know more.
That makes a lot of us.
And you, excuse me if this is rude in some way, but you come in different
Fine.
colors.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Make a wisdom check.
Sure.
Straight roll.
16.
Humans only come from mechas. Dragonborn only come from mechas.
Oh.
This is a strange line of questioning.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, if you've never seen them before, I guess, you know, there's bronze, there's copper, there's gold, there's
Oh wow.
red, there's blue.
And you have different attributes from each other?
Yeah, not everyone has such cold breath.
How invested in this conversation is Rhea?
Pretty invested. Oh god.
Great.
Sleight of hand.
Great. Thank you.
Yep.
You were
know my
sleeping.
players.
You were fake sleeping.
I was. Listen, I was fake sleeping.
Super well,
Yeah.
by the way.
And in fact, informed us today.
Right,
But
I'm
we
fake
would-
sleeping.
Would we possibly? Well, I guess it depends.
Yeah.
Notice you getting up.
That would be your passive.
That would be a dirty 20.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Nice.
beats your passive for sure.
I would like to sneak
Okay.
the alms box back
Okay.
to Rhea's belongings.
Absolutely, no
Funny
problem.
because I've already noticed it's gone too at this point, which is so great.
No problem.
Right.
I don't know.
I wonder how.
Ooh, and I want to stick something inside of it. I don't know what it is yet, but
See
we'll
it.
figure it out when we open it up.
There you go. Great. Love
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something in it.
Fascinating.
If you say so.
I do think so. I've always heard there's such. I guess it's more dragons themselves. I've never met Dragonborn, so I assume that you're somehow connected in a way. And
Yeah, I mean, that's fair to say,
Just-
probably.
heard that they're such noble, intelligent creatures, and
Sure. Some are very intelligent. My father was quite smart and noble, if you caught him on the right day, I suppose. You know, I mean, you know, it's like humans. It's like Owlin, I'm sure. Some are noble and intelligent, and some are jerks, you know? Some are
right.
pieces of crap.
Well, I think you're beautiful.
Thanks.
Your insight tells you that was true.
Well, that's very kind of you to say, I guess.
Anyway.
If you're all ready, we can certainly. do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
So enough time passes. Cristobal, you finish your.
It's a
exchange.
new shirt.
Oh yeah.
So it is a
Looks exactly like the shirt.
it is mostly black with white stripes and swirls running through it.
Great.
Evenly divided space-wise.
The embroidery on
And it's almost like looking into one of those magic eyes You know, from back in the day, it's kind of like a...
What do we see when we stare at it for too long?
Don't know, you have to stare.
Oh, God.
Which is tough for you not to do.
True.
As you all sort of finish your resting, whether you were fake sleeping, or otherwise, Cristobal now dons I'm assuming you're wearing it.
Oh, yes.
Dons a beautiful, eye-catching new piece of clothing that he seems to... Rhea, it's odd. You saw him start with the embroidery, and it was definitely different colors of clothes from different regions, and now they're all black and white. He has had no dye. He has no... it's clear that he just sewed this into that thing. And as you sort of finish, you can see underneath the door, there appears to be some light coming from underneath the door.
Wait, light from the...
Outside.
Outside.
Oh, outside.
Which way do we go?
Oh.
Then maybe it's done.
You know how to get to the Shadowmire, yes?
To the Shadowmire, yes. Within it, I've never been.
But we can almost be certain that will get us right where we probably need to go, though maybe not the
Well,
way
underground, we have no
should
idea
go.
where that goes.
We know bugs are down there.
Yeah, perhaps we should just take the streets, move quietly.
It may be smart to go back and see my father. They may have information after their meeting with the governor.
We're pretty close. We're closer to your father than we are to the Shadowmire, right?
True, although I will say if the governor is looking for me, he will have someone watching my father's place so that he...
So we can't go back.
Yeah, not like this, I can't.
Unless, yeah. Oh, okay.
Does your disguise work?
Yeah.
I can disguise myself, yes.
I don't know. I mean, I agree your father might have more information, but also, I don't know. I think I kind of want
We
to...
just go, yeah, well, we should...
I'm worried about KoKo. I'll just say.
I agree. I think we do need to go and find the Baron Medulon's location and take a look at the best way it's in and out and how you might extract KoKo from its place without drawing too much of its attention. Because once again, right now, we are not in a public dispute. The Baron is keeping the mirror creator, mirror creator, and is also, KoKo has become his ward of sorts. But if we were to accost him or challenge him outright, it would change the dynamic of the feud, if that makes sense.
We should just gather. We should be simple information gathering for sure.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Yeah.
At least if we could get eyes on KoKo or eyes on your father's body, which feels really weird to say.
Exactly. Yes.
Something.
Let's get into the Shadowmire. Get your father's body out.
So should we go? Yes.
So I usually am pro
Tunnels.
tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in this case, now that the souls are done doing the thing,
Solon, yeah.
souling around.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just
souling
around. But maybe we should go outside where there's roads.
Yes, we should also walk quite carefully.
Yeah.
And be hidden, either way. I do think that Baron Medulon's people, or what have you, shadows, probably thrive in the darkness.
Okay.
But so do we, right?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Everyone, get ready to go, and we'll go out the streets. Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I think so. I think we need to go.
All right.
Which way are you exit?
I would like to, before we go, see if there's, or take one more look down.
Sure. In the tunnel?
Yeah, but like you said, it seemed to connect, so it seems like there is an entrance somewhere in this room into.
You know there has to be because there's a trapdoor in the back.
I'm going to give one more look for it.
Make an investigation check. I'll give you advantage this time.
Oh, thank you.
Circumstances have changed to make it very clear to you there is
Certainly. 16.
It was there all along. You just happened to pass by it. Sure enough, there appears to be a small ledge that is sort of disguised as a like mark in the wood, and you put your finger, and sure enough, it pops open as you touch it, and you can lift it open. And what you clearly see is there's a tunnel. But there appears to be sort of dirt, sort of scattered and moved And it's strange to you because it's like the dirt was like kicked in one way and then kicked in another. So there's a variety of tunnels, but the dirt kept moving around because they're digging a new tunnel and it was sort of pushed behind them. And clearly something was searching underneath. You're actually kind of concerned that too much of it was moved, that this might not be stable.
Turn it into a sinkhole. So there isn't a main one-shot tunnel. It's now a bunch.
Yeah, there is still the one main shot tunnel that's sort of windy. And
am I able to tell what direction it's heading?
Towards the trapdoor in the back, and you can clearly see that there's light coming from it.
Okay, like it was just straight out.
Oh, okay, got it.
Val, when you're down there, can you grab some dirt?
Sure.
Thank you.
Any sign of KoKo in this section?
Oh no.
No tracks, no anything. Never mind.
Before we exit, if you can disguise yourself, I highly recommend you do.
Certainly.
Ooh, a new persona?
Yes. Do you have a suggestion of who I might?
Yes, the famous Owlin actor Kevin Bacon. Perhaps?
What
Still the
about...
best hair.
Done.
Owlin Kevin Bacon.
So, how are you doing?
So what happens is,
The star of the play Tremors.
So I talk with Otto for like really get a picture of Owlin Kevin Bacon.
Word picture.
And as I do this, the magic eye on my shirt starts to move, much like a nano shirt would move, and it starts.
Oh, this is some artificer stuff.
There you go. And as it does, it slowly starts to creep over my skin and over my head and down my legs. And as it kind of reassembles back into the form of a shirt, I now look like Owlin Kevin Bacon.
Owlin Kevin Bacon.
Does this have a magical effect to it? Is it a special ability?
No, it's just disguise self.
Just disguise self. Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's a
you still
version
look
of the spell disguise self.
Exactly.
Technically natural.
Yeah,
So
it's
you-
the same.
And
there is one key feature he seems to be lacking. He doesn't have wings. So the Owlin Kevin Bacon that you know
Oh, it has large wings. man.
wings. So you have arms that have feathers on them, but they're very distinctly different than the wings of an owlin.
Yeah.
So I don't look like an owlin.
You do not look like an owlin that any person has seen before, other than that you do have the feathers. Like there's clearly feathers there, but the disguise self is sort of limited in that it doesn't make you look exactly like it. So if the limbs are different, you can't mimic that. So he has arms, and there's feathers off the arms as if he had wings, but they do not look like wings.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows that Owlin Kevin Bacon had that procedure done years ago. Wow.
So
This
you're
is-
disguised,
This whole
but
goes
anyone who has
deep.
any knowledge of Owlin is going to go, what?
and it's not like we have an Owlin for them to compare to
That's
right next to you.
right?
Now,
What?
now
Never seen an owlin with arms before?
Otto is a little bit of a different Owlin. in
Yeah,
that their wings don't work, right?
we know.
They're not able to fly.
I had my wings removed because they weren't functional.
Interesting choice. Interesting
Just
choice.
perfect.
I mean, you don't look like Cristobal, and that's the most important
That's the important part of it.
We're looking for
I want to double check the disguise self just to make sure I'm not doing you
Foot
dirty.
taller or a foot shorter?
Yeah,
But
I'm a
but
foot
generally
shorter.
your makeup is the same.
I thought like the arrangement, as long as the arrangement of limbs was.
It has to be the same type of limb.
Okay.
Got it. So it can't be a wing.
Dang it.
It's all right. It's all right. You don't look like yourself.
Yeah, it cannot change your body type. So you can adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs, but changing your arm into a wing is changing your body type.
Making your arm
But
come out of
you
your
have a
head.
cloak.
or
Right,
something.
right.
Yeah, I have a cloak, so my arms will be under the cloak.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
under your cloak.
with your arms under the cloak. Dead on Owlin.
Owlin Kevin Bacon doesn't pick anything up.
Yeah, I'm your
He's too good for that.
That's it.
Sorry.
Incredible. And that same sort of sparkling gold magic will like come out of my hands and sort of like envelop me. I'm like, I don't want them to find me either. Obviously, I'm supposed to be finding you. And it'll sort of like envelop me, and I'll use disguise self and turn into Nitzir.
All right. You elongate slightly because Nathir's a little taller than you, less than a foot, so it's easy. Almost a perfect copy of Nathir.
Yeah, that's.
I am still learning how to do this. That is new to me. You're very good at it. I need to watch more of how you do it.
I think you look great.
Thanks.
You look fantastic.
Yes, well.
All right, weirdos.
I need to
Let's
write
get a
this
move
down
on.
because you guys are different looking. So Cristobal is an Alan with
Specifically.
arms in his.
Kevin
Cape.
Bacon.
Kevin-
Like, I'm
That's
thinking
right.
like Footloose Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Kevin
Yes,
Bacon.
Trevor's Kevin
Allen.
Bacon was just a little bit older.
He's a
Looked
little more
still had the
grizzled.
great hair.
Right, but like Footloose Kevin Bacon still got that shine
That's
and that
right.
sheen.
Kevin Bacallen?
McAdam.
McCowlin.
McCowlin.
Yep.
Kevin Bacallen.
Kevin
And if anyone asks me what my name is,
That's going on TikTok, guys. Kevin Bacallen, welcome to the show. Kevin Bacon, if you happen to watch the show, please let us know.
6 degrees of Kevin McCowlin.
There you go. 6 degrees of Kevin Bacallen. It's a new game we're going to play, guys. And
my
Rhea,
God.
you look like Nazir, right?
This is
Nazir,
practical
yes.
choice. Good. I'm happy that somebody's doing this.
nope. Kevin
Somebody's
McAdam.
being competent.
Kevin Bacallen.
No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Okay, so now that you're disguised, walking out, which way are we leaving?
Out the front.
The front
Okay.
door.
Well, ooh. Out the trap. No, the trap door's gonna go.
No, the front door, because I did have
Nazir?
Nazir!
Why doesn't she walk out the front first to make sure they're
Absolutely.
gonna...
Wait, could you remind me what Nazir
No.
sounded like?
Very nasally.
Yeah, nasally.
Very
nasally.
I'm
tired of this.
Of course, yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Get in line.
Let her go out to just make sure that there's
Sure.
nobody watching.
Rhea, when you open the door, there's it is very bright outside. The first thing you notice is, unlikely, not the smell, is actually that there are a lot of people in the streets. A lot more. I say a lot more than there were before. New faces.
Mm.
Not all of them are Saka. Not all of them are Ramhedi. You see Dragonborn, elves, kobolds. There seem to be a few kobolds, and most of them appear to be embraced. You do also see a number, especially in the alleyways, as you are looking both up and down the street, a number of waning souls.
Okay.
To give you a rough guesstimation, you might have seen, traveling from one alleyway to another, you might see 2 or 3. Now you're seeing 6 to 7.
And here's the thing: do they all have that glow to them?
Yes.
So we always stand out because we don't have
Correct.
a glow.
No, you do not.
Because you're
chosen.
Yeah.
You're still alive.
That's kind of.
So these are souls that are wearing masks.
Correct.
I feel like we'd like distinctly stand out.
But they're new, they don't know.
There's no getting around that.
Right.
No, I know, but anyone else, looking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But everything else seems as normal as you might expect it.
Let's move. We good?
All right. Yeah. Okay. Come along. Yes.
Yes.
As you all exit into the street, you definitely also notice that there are a lot more here than were there before. Cristobal, you notice very distinctly that there seem to be a great number of kobolds here, which you didn't see one since you've been here before. But there are also, the rest of you notice that there are also other types of creatures here, from both Toss and from Mechas. It seems to be as homogenous as you might have ever experienced.
You said they're Dragonborn.
Yep.
Any that I like?
Yeah, guys, make perception checks if you're looking for people you know.
Yeah, if I see Dragonborn, that's probably going to throw me.
Are there any Howlin?
Roll perception.
Advantage or disadvantage?
Octavius, you have advantage from Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
I always want to call him Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Call him Kool-Aid. And the rest of you are straight rolls as far as I'm concerned.
10.
0.
Oh, wow.
Impressive.
That one did.
I guess I can
22.
roll.
That one did for a -1 and with a -1.
Oh, that's con. 11. Nope. 12. Nope. What am I looking at? 12.
You explicitly see there are no Owlin. There appear to be no Owlin that you can see, although there do appear to be at least one Aarakocra. Which does strike you as odd because you have not seen an Aarakocra yet as either. The rest of you, you're looking around and just noticing that there are a plethora of different types of races.
And that's what we're still walking like hoods up.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
like
And nobody seems to make notice of you as far
Okay.
as that you can tell. Otto,
Yeah.
you do notice that down one of the alleyways, there appear to be a couple of waning souls that, I described to you before that they seem to be locked in a memory.
Yeah.
These seem to be swords drawn and fighting an invisible foe.
Oh.
I'm just gonna peek over there.
Sure. As you look down the alleyway, it's certainly a kobold, and that kobold seems to be running with a very distinctive shield at some foe. It looks like it's running full speed, but staying in one place. And you can tell that their souls are bright. So they're not, they might be waiting. They don't wear the mask, but they are bright and not yet starting to become translucent. There does appear to be one elf who looks like they're shielding themselves from some sort of something. You can't really tell. There's no effect that hits them, but they seem to be shielding themselves and screaming in silent pain.
I take that in and I keep going. I tell everybody, like under my breath, what you said.
You tell me what you saw? Remind me the name of the group that Diego was a part of.
Knew you were going to ask that.
Sorry,
I thought I
had it
forgot
written
to look
down.
it up because I've written it down somewhere in this large amount of
We've
lore.
heard the name of Diego before, or you have.
I know Diego.
Yeah,
I have not mentioned Diego.
Give me 1 second.
Sure, I apologize, everyone.
No, apologize.
Otto.
I have it here.
Yeah.
That remind me. So, the owl and guard the obsidian.
Yeah.
What happens to the obsidian? What can you do with it besides turning it into magical weapons? And
Well, it's not
that-
supposed to be weapons. I mean,
that little hunk of it, though, like
Yeah.
if you could you cast a spell into it and it would blow up, or what?
well, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think that it explodes or anything, but we were just told to protect it and that it absorbs magic,
Okay.
and in the wrong hands it's bad.
Yeah.
But I don't.
And I think that Otto, for kinda maybe the first time, like, doesn't know like how to use the obsidian, other than like they
Just knew it
build
was important and keep it.
but also like
Keep it safe.
they build like because it is plentiful. Like I think that like there's things in like Outland society that are obsidian and they're of great value,
Sure.
like antiques almost, or like things that like are for like home and hearth,
Yeah.
Nothing manufactured.
but nothing manufactured and nothing that could harm someone. So like, yeah, it's like not intended to create or promote harm.
Okay.
No, it's fine. So you described the kobolds, and I
Yeah,
looked
they're
down.
fighting.
And do
The
I?
shield has, very familiar to you, the Garak. The shield is a painting of a kobold head, and behind it a pair of wings, not attached to anything, but clearly like an iconography
Sure.
of a group. So a pair of dragon wings behind it, splayed wide. The
So it's
color
like a
of
faction
dragons
of the
are-
Garak.
Yes.
Copy. Do I know if they're associated with Diego?
Wartime.
Yeah, wartime. That's what they were. Okay.
Yes.
Not
part of Diego's his
Personal,
particular
right.
group. His group is more of protectors of the royalty or the merchants,
Mhm.
whereas this one is specifically the shield is a wartime faction.
If you can please remind me,
Sure.
because they are waning souls.
Yes.
We can interact with waning souls. We can hear them.
You that you cannot hear them
Even with
other
the
than
mask
they see you can hear them in that they are talking about something
Mhm.
or when they talk, but on occasion they appear to be silent. It's very odd and strange.
Okay. If we are passing any of the Garak, I'd like to try and listen in. To
Of
see
the
what
waning
they're
souls?
saying. Yes.
Yeah, I mean clearly Otto just passed by.
Yeah.
one.
So
You
I'd
certainly
go back
that,
just to kind of listen to what they're saying.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's all in Draconic. Do you speak Draconic?
I do speak Draconic.
Ooh.
You hear this particular kobold seems to be screaming the name Diego for Diego.
Right.
And it is clear that they are attacking a merchant lord. They're attacking a faction of merchant lords. It is a sort of the same words and phrases that might be used during wartime. I don't want to repeat, we're a family show, so I'm not going to repeat those kind of things, but definitely it is made very clear to you without even having to listen too much that they are, in fact, seem to be invading Fasar.
Huh. Okay.
These are not Slamers. It is the bovine faction.
Okay. Got it.
The cow people. Sorry.
Action.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Wow. So much. Okay.
These are people from Fatharum, where I am from.
Oh.
So it is unsettling to see so many of them here. Clearly, there is a battle going on.
And as you're talking, sure enough, he seems to be stabbed in some way, looks down and falls, and then sort of reverses and begins again.
Okay, that was
Yeah,
my
that's-
so it's like he lives
Done a
out the
loop.
last moment of his death, and then
Yeah.
oof, boy,
Oh.
that sucks.
Oh.
Yikes.
Okay.
You didn't
And
tell
as
any
that
of
finishes,
I told
as
you,
that finishes,
You just
Rhea,
told
you can
Cristobal?
tell,
No,
Rhea
I was
and
supposed to
Otto,
know.
you
Yeah.
can tell as that finishes, their soul transparent ever so slightly. It's less bright than it was.
Okay, so we
Oh.
do know about the
Only so many
skull.
cycles.
The souls.
Oh, no, you don't know that.
That's
the
what I-
Yes, no, you don't
Okay,
know that.
you told Cristobal
Yeah,
that,
I
right?
only
just
Cristobal.
Cristobal,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I know it's terrible. We just
No.
we have to get
eye
him
on the
involved.
prize. Yeah.
This is also he has increased the number of souls here. He has
Yeah.
increased his power. He
Yes.
has the chances of there being a cataclysmic event have just multiplied by.
We need to move quickly.
It's got to be connected to Rhea's the creation of these portals by using souls as we're walking.
Yes,
by the way.
yeah.
Yeah, walk and talk.
Walking?
We're
We're
walking.
we're
We're
talking.
The automaton Gast, I think it was. I forget who was it said it. Called this the new afterlife of Toss, right?
That was
Gast or Ghost,
Ghost.
one of them.
I believe it was Ghost.
Okay. Said it was the new afterlife. So someone wants to turn this place into the new afterlife? The place where souls go?
But that means that there's the old afterlife, the regular, normal afterlife, and this is going to be a new afterlife. That's awful.
And how are they getting here?
Well, they are dying.
But they're just coming here?
Well,
People die every day.
and they,
Funneled?
I assume its numbers will.
yes, so perhaps it is in the manner at which they die, or the circumstances under which they die.
We were told when we first arrived that our purpose being here was to bring more and to make the city bigger.
Yes,
Yeah.
Progress.
progress.
Right.
Yes.
And
As you say that, a couple of the embrace nearby go, progress.
Ah.
Continuing.
by the way, are we able to tell Umrith Luminoff on the masks?
As you look at some of these, is a great question. As you look at some of these,
Thanks, Ron.
yeah, you notice what you noticed last night when you fought the Umber Orsaka and the shadowy elven assassin. That you can see that certain ones seem to be enveloped in sort of the edges of them seem purplish, whereas you see, and you as well, you can see both purple and what Otto can see, which is sort of outlines of clear, bright white light. You are unable to see either.
Oh,
What?
Really?
Yes.
I know.
My mask is cooler than yours.
My mask is not my mask.
Oh, we don't know that. Okay.
Does there seem to do the new souls lean more one way than the other, or is it pretty 50-50?
Yeah, as far as you can tell, it
Got
seems
it.
to be
All right.
pretty
Well,
balanced.
it's not like all of them.
Right. Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, yeah. I think this is just part of Lumbra's plan.
yeah,
If you
kind
say
of
so.
play it cool until we got to.
And then I point at, like, only to Val, show Val the Bahatha, like, ivory thing. You know what I mean?
Just play it cool.
Sure.
Now, you've never seen a symbol like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
totally lost for what that is.
I'm used to smiling and nodding.
Yeah,
I
I'm just saying, I'll do that in mind to you, Morgan, that no idea what that is.
Nope.
Ivory figure of some sort.
No problem,
But
buddy.
you've seen about the buffing with Bahatha before, the many
The
animals.
buffing.
The buffet with Bahatha.
They've seen your wooden wooden
totem?
and the ball.
No,
And the
the
ball.
ball.
But the ball
That
doesn't
we
look
left.
like this.
Oh, just
All
kidding.
worship the holy Bathing.
Everybody. The buffet.
The Bahatha buffet.
Oh my god. Great. I'm gonna lead them right to the shadow.
Please.
Yeah,
Push us into it.
you realize that to get from the twisting lanes, you are going to have to pass through the Sunforge district,
Okay.
which is where Cristobal's tower, father's tower.
Oh,
the
okay.
governor,
Oh, we'll have to
Tower
pass by it
See-
anyway.
So you don't have to pass
yeah.
by the tower specifically because
Yeah.
that's deeper into the. But you're going to have to go through that before
Yeah.
you reach. If you recall, it's further down.
Yeah.
And last you saw, there was sort of a smoky haze that separated
Yeah.
this from the Shadowmire.
Does this feel the same? I'm going to say out loud. I could have sworn when we came to the twisting lanes before, we came through the Scholars Nook, Scholars Library, Scholars
Scholar's
Court.
Oh yeah, or the place where I buried books, handbooks.
And then we
Scholars
came...
Enclave.
Enclave, thank you.
Yeah.
And then we came
like
to the
Scholars Nook.
Sunforge district.
Yeah.
What? I can't get anything by him.
Sorry.
I can't get
I
anything
can't
by him.
believe
Yeah, that's very good.
Good catch.
Yeah, great.
It appears, I know there is a lot of construction and deconstruction happening in the city of Glass. Entire districts moving? I'm sorry, maybe I am just imagining such a thing, but
Does that
The
happen?
Scholars Enclave is still around. You can see it from
Yeah.
where, but he is absolutely
shi-
right
and-
in that it has shifted.
Has that happened
the border
before?
has shifted.
Why?
There has been some
Okay.
shifting, but not that dramatic.
Not that dramatic. Okay, but
Wow.
well, the city has moved before. Not this much, but I guess it's not out of.
How does it move?
Oh, I don't know how.
All right,
the,
sorry.
the buildings are constantly being knocked down and rebuilt. It is
Do you remember there are automatons that are constantly building?
Progress.
Yeah.
This is.
Which, as you're walking, you can see various automatons that seem to be building new things and others tearing new things down.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. Hey guys.
Aside from the Shadowmire, are there any other districts associated with the Baron, the governor of the...
Right.
I'm wondering if what-
Sunfolge was Luminoff.
I'm wondering if what is happening is he is coalescing his power. Gathering districts, gathering people.
Oh,
The districts are the Glistening Spires,
yeah.
the Twisting Lanes, the Scholars Enclave, the Sunforge District, the Shadowmire, and then
Right.
there's also the Lumbral Gardens.
Okay. But but as far as what I
Yeah,
know,
as far
that
as
he
you know,
knows
Shadowmire is
Shadowmire's
the
his
just
spot.
like the Sunforge
Yeah.
District is the
Is Luminoff.
Luminoff.
Got it.
Yeah. No, not that I'm aware of, but I mean, yes, I'm in agreement. He's obviously trying to harness power. He's about to, lose it via the phases, but I think he's trying to hold on to whatever he can. We know he's up to something. The obsidian,
This is today is or a day or whatever. It feels weird to call it that. Is his last day as in power? Yes.
It's the last
It is
phase.
the last quarter.
The last
Which, so you have gone from, it's like the phase of the moon, so this is half and half.
Yeah.
Before this was 75
Yeah.
of dark
Right.
and 25 of light.
So
now it's
we're
50.
going to go to a quarter first.
Next
and
would
then
be quarter
we'll be-
shadow, 75%.
Yeah.
light.
It is diminishing, so there's still a couple more.
Yeah, you're on the other end of where bright Luminath will gain more
Yeah.
power.
Okay, so he is out of his position of power after today.
It's
Now.
It's equal.
Now.
It's
he is
equal,
equal now.
right now.
Oh, it is equal.
It is the last quarter.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
If he is to make a grasp for power, it will be now.
And you know that the first quarter and last quarter is when the Lumbral appears. That's when they break down the wall and build the thrones.
Today.
Yes. This quarter. Because it's not a day.
Right.
Well, right now we're at half and half. It's on the last quarter that they'll
It is
appear.
the last quarter right now.
I thought we were on
It just
half.
changed last night.
Right. So when it's 50-50, that's when Lumbrel shows up.
In the two phases that are 50-50, the first quarter and the last quarter, that is when the Lumbrel arrives.
So it's like,
This is one. Yeah. Sorry. Go.
Yes, yes. Right, yes, I forgot.
It's a lot.
Lumbrel will
you
be
forgot.
here. I suppose. I don't know how any of this works.
All right. I mean, it seems that if someone were going to make a move, it would be now would be the last chance to do it.
They could also petition the
Lumbrel.
for something. And here's a thought: if the power in this area or in this land comes from souls, and the governor is bringing power to the Lumbrel, he would be in a very good position to ask for a favor. Look how well I'm doing. Why would you let it be the other side of
Look
the
how
coin?
much
In
I've
fact,
grown the
you
city.
recall that the last time in the first quarter, that's exactly what happened, in that he asked for the permission to gather the waiting souls.
Yep. Of course, we could petition Lumbra.
Of course we could, but we would need a reason, a good reason for them to. And I don't know if just
Well, we
look
are
at
their
the-
chosen.
Sure. I'm just saying I don't know if us saying look at the bad things he's doing is enough.
So we need to find more dirt on him in the Shadowmire.
Maybe.
Yes.
Because, listen, he stole your dad's body.
Yeah,
Is Cristobal's dad's, Kevin's body. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Lumbra
yes.
aware, or do I even know this, or I guess have spoken to Gonzalo about this, Gonzalo?
Gonzo.
Gonzalo. Is he's bound to that space because his body is missing,
Correct,
right?
yes.
And so is Lumbra aware of?
He seems
Like, is
that
that-
Lumbra maybe he has not indicated to you whether.
Okay.
Again, you can only petition the Lumbrel at 2 points
Right.
in 2 different phases.
But as far as I've known him, he's always been like this.
Correct.
But I only should. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, he also can't go to
Yeah.
petition a
Right.
Lumbrel because if he can't leave the town.
Yep.
It's
Anyway,
fun. By the way, it's real fun playing a smart character.
I
You're just
love
a really
it.
dumb
I
character.
love it.
so it's-
For me,
Anyway,
it's great
really
because
good.
you reveal the things that I'm sort of naturally letting be, and you reveal them. I love that. That's exactly
Anyway-
what I love to play.
I love not having to keep notes.
my notes are just doodles of us.
we must get my father's body back, so
Yeah.
he may petition the Lumbrel
well,
at the Lumbrel.
look, we. Yes, agreed. So we don't have much time.
No, we should move.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you finish this
And
conversation,
we're walking and
And-
we're walking.
But
As-
as we are the chosen. We are kind of a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
Yes.
I think that our word does carry some weight.
I suppose this is true, yes.
You would know.
You would know.
You would. I mean, he wasn't here for the last one.
Right, but you know all about this.
Were
Well-
you able to put your word in last time?
Well, I was chosen when last time happened.
Okay.
You were chosen by
Lumbra.
Lumbra.
Right.
So, yes, which means you must have been a
I mean, a trusted.
devoted, trusted member of Lumbra's flock,
Yes.
even though you worshipped a different god before coming to the city of Glass.
Yes.
Okay, give it to me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
That sounds good.
I'm
The-
walking. I'm walking.
They were fascinated. They were fascinated, I suppose.
I've rolled so many
And
insight checks on her.
and-
I get
I
it.
figure I met my quota.
the reason that I think that we are... Look, I'm the only one that gets to run around and do these tasks for the governors. No one else is trusted with this.
Yeah, that's true.
So Lumbra has entrusted... I don't know, I just think that we have more...
We have
sway.
more pressing business.
Yes,
I am
yes,
just
yes.
aware.
And power.
Yes, we have more
Yeah.
sway.
Mhm.
Let's go get your
Yes.
father's body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us go get our father.
No.
The
Knock
Shadowmire
on some
district
doors.
is a mysterious and enigmatic area within the city of Glass, where an ever-present fog seems to blanket its streets, obscuring the line between reality and illusion. The district is a maze of shadowy alleys and obscured corners, where secrets and whispers lurk just beneath the surface, waiting to ensnare the unwary. As you enter the district, you immediately notice the thick, smoky fog that clings to the ground and permeates the air. It lends an eerie, dreamlike quality to the district, muffling sounds and making it difficult to discern distance or direction. The scent of damp earth and a faint, lingering smokiness fills your nostrils, as if you're standing at the edge of a recently extinguished fire. The architecture is just as unknown as the atmosphere. Buildings loom out of the fog, their shapes twisted and distorted by the haze. The streets twist and turn unexpectedly, with shadowy alcoves and hidden passages that seem to appear and disappear with the ebb and flow of the fog. Some structures appear to be made entirely of glass, while others seem constructed of dark, weathered metal, their surfaces slick with moisture from the ever-present fog around it. Despite its foreboding atmosphere, it's not without its own unique charm. The inhabitants, a mixture of embraced and waning souls,
Cute.
have learned to navigate the fog and use it to their advantage. Secret gatherings and clandestine meetings are commonplace, with the district serving as a perfect hiding place for those who wish to avoid prying eyes. In the heart, you will find the Veiled Plaza. Often hidden, fog-shrouded courtyard where the district inhabitants gather to share stories, trade when it's when it so fits them, and often seek solace from the rest of the atmosphere. The one unique district, when you are within the Veiled Plaza, there is no fog. It is the one place within the Shadowmire
interesting.
that is clear.
Are all the souls that we see here, all of them, not the chosen, the embraced, they're all Umbreth?
It is hard to tell, because even with the mask, it is still very heavily obscured.
Interesting.
You have to get very close to sort of get a bead on what they are.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
place is
All right.
so cool.
Let's let us try and move within the shadows. Yes, while we're here.
Navigation here is very difficult.
Yeah, keep
Fair.
close.
So anyone who is leading and trying to make way, you are trying to make way to the Umbral Governor's tower?
Yeah,
Is that
I
where you're
assume
going?
that there's still an ostentatious tower where he.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's
So,
certainly
right.
even before you enter, you can see that there is a tower. There, in fact,
Fancy
And
tower.
even though it is the Shadowmire, I've spent so much time exploring the city of Glass. I assume there's some sort of
you have found that
pattern
even
that I can.
even with your knowledge
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this place, it is still hard because of
course,
the fog.
yes.
So survival check, but at disadvantage.
Okay.
And yep.
Kevin
disadvantage.
McCowlin's known for his dancing, not for his navigating.
Survival dissonance. Let's do the dark dice if
Do
we're
it.
in.
Ooh, yeah.
We're in Shadowmire.
Oh, well.
10.
Okay. All right. At
10.
disadvantage, we'll
We
take
only
it.
walk into
The
so
other
many
one
walls.
was so good.
As you're traveling, you're seeing every once in a while an embrace passes by, and you've noted. You go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask if we could stealth as we're
Oh, sure. Everybody make stealth checks.
as
for me.
we're
let's do it.
moving.
Let's do it.
Straight rolls, as far as I'm concerned, except for me, who
my
gets
goodness.
advantage.
Except for me.
I get advantage from Abracadabra. Thank you, Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Nat 20.
19.
Okay.
23.
21.
Woo woo woo! We stealthy.
So
Ron's like
silly.
45.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm not going to tell you this roll. As you're walking, you see a couple of embraced, and they are, before you have been in this district, it's very rare to really bump into anyone unless you're specifically going to a place that you're looking for. So you're seeing, before, in the Twisting Lanes, it was, you saw maybe 3 or 4, and now 6 or 7. This was 0 to 2. It's now like 3 to 4 that you're running upon as you are traveling.
Yeah.
And you realize after a good amount of time that that's the same large tower that we passed by quite a bit ago.
Shoot.
What is wrong?
I just feel that I'm losing my way a bit. Can you try this again?
Yep.
And can I mark some illusory script along the way?
Absolutely.
Nice.
You are used to navigating dark spaces. Might you help them?
Oh yeah, I was just letting Nazir do all the work. Can I help?
Yes, please do. Please.
As you're sort of drawing on this particular building to market that you've been here before, you notice down one of the alleyways the fog sort of thins a bit, and you see what looks like a floating orb of light. You recognize it as a will-o'-the-wisp.
Okay. Not friendly?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Generally, will-o'-the-wisps are not friendly, as far as that you know. They tend to be...
Have I seen one down here before?
No.
Because my only
Not in this
Yes.
region have you seen it.
Yeah.
okay, so it's not like Animal Crossing the ghost, because that's
No.
Okay.
They tend to be malevolent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pop up in Skyrim from time to time.
Okay.
Magic the Gathering.
We should be careful. Perhaps navigate around this.
They're spirits.
Yeah.
They're clearly undead spirits that tend to like to draw people into traps.
Yes. Let's.
We should go this
Avoid.
way. Down this alley.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of you that see it are like, wow, that's
a
really
pretty
pretty.
nice.
Yeah, we
That's-
should
that's
have.
really
Hang on,
good.
Kevin
I
McAdam.
think it'll fit in my skull.
And in fact, you two make con safety throws.
Which one?
wait. What?
Kevin McCallan?
Oh,
Kevin
no.
McCallan?
Kevin McCallan and our
I feel like it's
Otter.
like right as I'm putting a hand on your shoulder.
Sorry, charisma checks. Not con.
Oh.
Not con.
Charisma checks, but oh no.
We ought to avoid that.
Straight roll. As far as I know.
Great. I can't wait.
Oh, that is 10.
4.
You are drawn to that, and Otto
and
begins to sort of walk towards it.
Also?
So
You immediately
Oh my
are so encompassed
Yes.
that you have to move as
I
fast
have
as
to
you
go
can
as
towards
fast
it.
as I can.
Hang on, Kevin.
He's fighting you.
I'm
He
gonna
will.
say
Yeah, I
stop,
will.
stop them.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'll try to.
You're able to be stopped.
Oh, sorry.
You
Okay,
will
okay.
actively
Yeah,
work
I will
against
be
him.
working
I'll pick him up.
Opposed strength checks.
Sure.
Also,
Where is it?
no.
Make
No,
another
look at
charisma
me,
saving
look at
throw,
me.
Otto.
Just straight strength.
Yeah, opposed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or athletics. Athletics opposed. Acrobatics for you. The normal.
Could I have
13.
when I was touched? Could I give them the resistance? Is that what it is called?
Cast resistance.
Yeah, resistance.
You got
as I'm
out of
grabbing
my
them. No,
grasp.
look at me, look at me. Add a D4.
Oh wow. Okay. I rolled like over 20.
You-
Well
great.
over 20.
Okay.
Otto, you immediately realize that you have sort of been, your mind has been controlled in some way. And as you two are sort of realizing you've gotten Otto at it,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Cristobal
Oh
is
no!
sprinting
Oh
past
no!
you.
No! 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 No!
Okay, let's roll initiative. They have
Blast
will-o'-wisp
it.
dice.
Come on, Morgan. Where'd all my good rolls go?
I used all of mine.
I've used them. They're done.
They're gone now.
Okay.
20 or better.
No.
Definitely
Okay,
not.
20 to 15.
17.
17. So on 17, we've got an Otto. 10 to 15.
12.
11.
Okay.
Oh,
At
buddy.
12, we've got
What you doing, bro?
a Rhea, a Neth's Rhea.
Neth,
A Neth Rhea.
That's right.
8.
At 11, we have Kevin McCallan.
Yeah.
JD, I'm looking at you, man. I want to say some Kevin McCallan.
And
Oh, 8.
8. For Val. And that is a
72.
So yeah, I
27
Oh.
for
Oh my
the
goodness.
will-o'-the-wisp.
You go to grab me, but like my eyes are
I
just
slip.
too. Oh, all right.
Yeah. No. Oh, what were you gonna
I
say?
was saying my eyes are just too like Kevin McCallan-y, and then like
Yeah.
I foot loose out of the way and fall.
Two Macallan-y.
Like I start doing that scene in the factory
Yeah,
where
you
he's
do
just
the
like
factory solo
scene.
dance
yeah.
scene. Yeah. Of
course.
I jump onto
So
a pipe and
good.
swing around.
I know it well.
Okay,
Yeah, there's chains everywhere.
so there's a surprise round,
gosh.
and that is that. You all acted, but Kevin Bacallan gets away, moves down the hallway, down the alleyway towards the Will-o'-the-Wisp, and the Will-o'-the-Wisp casts haste upon you.
It's a great idea.
To get to them faster.
Oh my god.
It is now Otto's turn.
Good move.
It tried to control my mind?
Yes, it did.
I am infuriated. Get out of my brain. I chase after Kevin McCallum.
Buck You did this.
I did this.
You're doing
McCallum.
it. You're doing it.
McCallum. And I.
Everyone's speed is 30, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is only KoKo whose speed is faster.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
For now
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Well, now your speed is doubled.
Oh.
Haste.
Yeah, well, no, I was going to say I could even make it faster.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's up to you.
I would love to, through pure tapping into my sorcerer side, cast Chaos Bolt.
At the Will-o'-the-Wisp?
Absolutely.
Perfectly.
Don't
All
hit
right.
Kevin McCallum.
So, Chaos Bolt.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and make your a spell attack.
Do I have any modifiers?
Straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
That's so fun. That's a 9 to hit,
No.
so I don't hit.
Let me make sure. No, you do not hit. And it goes wide. Do me a favor, though.
Can I roll?
It slams into a nearby wall, so you still do damage. So roll the 2d8s
Okay.
and a d6 in
And the
damage.
type of damage.
Eight,
Right.
then,
9, 10, 11, 12.
Choose-
12 cold damage.
Okay, cold, great.
Yeah.
And you all hear what sounds like the freezing of something. Nobody screamed or anything like that, but you hear ice hit a wall.
Jeez.
Yeah, and Otto's hands are just outstretched, and they're
Don't have time for this.
they use the rest of their movement because they run the full 30. And I think I have I jump into like the shadows.
Okay. Currently, you have a passive stealth.
Yeah.
Your passive stealth is 10 plus your stealth modifier.
Oh.
Excuse me, 15 plus your stealth modifier.
Oh.
Oh, my stealth modifier is 10.
Okay, so your passive stealth right now is 25.
Wowza.
Into the shadows!
Rogues.
Okay. Neth Rhea.
That sounds like a disease.
It does.
Ask your doctor if
That's
Neth
right,
Rhea
it's
is right for you.
Yeah.
Although that's a disease we're selling to people, which is weird.
You said it's undead?
Yeah, you know that it is undead, yes.
Okay. I'm going.
As a priestess, I'm sure you'll be able to easily handle this.
doubt. Doubt.
Just
listen
to
to Kevin.
clarity for you, without movement, it is 60 feet from you.
Okay, well, I'm going to move within 30 feet.
Got it?
I'll
Yeah, you move your
so
full
that
30
I'm-
feet.
Yeah. And I sort of like clap my hands together, and I think like a streak of dark light in one hand and light in the other sort of like whips out, and I sort of shine it towards this will-o'-wisp,
Okay.
and I will turn undead.
Ooh.
All right. This is the first time I think I've ever turned undead.
You
I
do
have ever
wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Pretty sure that's the case. Wisdom
D-
saving
DC
throw.
15.
DC 15. All right. Wisdom 19.
Oh.
All right. Well, I don't think anything happens if it
Yeah, I
passes.
think you're right.
Resists.
All right. And then like
You point at it and nothing appears to happen.
then I will a bonus action. Bonus action. Where is it? I will get a spiritual weapon. I'll conjure a
Nice.
spiritual weapon right next to it.
Okay.
And what should it be? It is a scythe that looks like a half moon, you know, like in
Oh, that's cool.
its blade.
Ooh.
Pretty.
All right. Kevin McCallum.
Kevin McCallum is
Just so you know, and everybody at home knows, with haste,
Oh.
Your armor class is improved.
Your speed is doubled. You gain +2 to AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action.
Wait, I think I get to do an attack when I cast it,
You
even
do.
though it's a
You
bonus
get it
action.
with
You do.
the spiritual
Yeah.
weapon, yeah.
Great. I want to attack as well.
And just so you know, your action, if you choose the attack action, can only be one weapon attack. You can use dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
That's your additional action.
Right.
I don't know why I'm shaking this one. Okay, 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Double speed.
And it is 5 damage.
Your scythe seems to slash through this bright
And then advantage
ball
on
of light,
dexterity.
and you hear a.
Yay.
Okay.
But Kevin McCollum,
So Kevin McCallan has.
do 2 actions.
So the first thing he's gonna do is cast bonus action cast Bladesong.
Okay.
So that bumps up my armor class again.
Well, activate. It's not a
Activate.
spell,
Sorry.
it's
So yeah. Sorry. Activate because it's not so plus.
So you do start dancing.
I do. So I Kevin baconing it up like I'm doing like the jumps off the wall and like the knee slides and the whole nine. So my speed is increased by 10 in addition to my double.
In addition to your double, since double came first, it doesn't double the 10, so it's just 70 for you. Yeah.
Okay. So I
You make it
just
to the
70.
you make it to the will of the wisp.
Great.
That drops the compulsion because you're compelled to get to it. But as you get close, it uses a readied action to reach out with its glowing self. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so I have advantage +3 to this.
Come on, buddy.
It's a Constitution saving throw. Okay. 14.
You feel what when it reaches out and touches you. It's almost as if your skin the hairs on the end of your arm begin to stand, and your skin starts to slowly shrivel. But you realize something's wrong, and your natural, saving instinct, your fight or flight instinct kicks in, and you're able to shrug off the magic, which also breaks you out of your compulsion, and dropping the haste spell. So you are now in lethargy. So you cannot move or take turns until your next turn after this.
So wait, do I?
Next turn you lose actions. You can't move or
But I
take.
haven't used my action this turn.
No, you still get that one this turn. You just won't get them next turn because the haste will drop. No, actually, it's a reaction in what you just did, so it does affect you now. You lose your turn this turn. You'll get a turn next turn.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm done.
Yeah. So basically, you feel you resist this. Clearly trying to take some sort of life force from you,
Right.
and immediately you get lethargic and you just can't move.
This being hates dancing. And so I'm gonna.
Luckily, you don't lose any of your spells, so those
Right.
are still.
And
other
you didn't
than
take
those.
any damage from
You didn't take any
Nope.
damage from
No,
that
it's
either.
an open
I'm
necrotic.
just
saved it.
way far ahead of y'all.
Yep.
Cool.
And now it is Val's turn.
I'm 30 feet away, or 60?
You are 60 feet.
60 feet away. Okay, so yeah, Val runs the 30 feet after Cristobal, picking himself up, like cursing, as angry that Cristobal got away from him. Running the 30 feet, and then as he's nearing the end of the 30 feet, the echo appears and just moves faster than him and charges forward the 30 feet.
Great.
And rushes right up next to Cristobal and unleashes enervating breath.
Great.
Metallic. It probably gets very loud for a moment as
Yeah.
this. But careful not to hit Cristobal.
Sure.
It needs to make a con saving throw.
Okay. It will make a con saving throw. And I don't know if you know this about undead, but they don't have great constitution.
Heck yeah.
That's a 3.
Yes.
Yes.
It is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Oh.
That is one of my actions. That is my attack. That is, I replaced one of my attacks with that. That is correct.
Incapacitated?
Yes.
That is one of the conditions that it isn't immune to.
That's nice.
Yes.
Oh,
Perfect. And so it is
blasts with breath, and as it's drawing rapier, and then a beautiful lunge forward.
What the rest of you see is when this image of Val releases its breath, the fog around solidifies and falls to the ground, giving you a little bit of a view beyond this thing. And what you see is beyond it appears to be a swamp at the edge of this particular part of the city.
Huh. So yeah, one lunging attack action. Okay. For 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
Well, it's incapacitated though, right?
Correct.
Let me check that, because that might actually.
I don't think it does. I think
I think it gives advantage on your attacks.
I'm not even sure it does.
Really?
I think it just means it drops their spells.
Oh, it can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah,
okay.
that's all it does.
Yeah.
So it's basically just doing its version of cowering,
Right.
but it's it doesn't lower its AC.
So that misses.
Yeah, it misses. That's it.
Okay. Top of the round is Will. Does it get another save, or is it just
No,
to
it
the
does
end
not.
of its next turn?
No, till the
And
start
it's
of
first.
my turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh,
So it doesn't get actions.
Till the start of my next turn.
Nice.
Incapacitated doesn't say it can't move though.
You sure about that?
Yeah, it says creature can't take actions or reactions. It still can move.
Oh, I thought okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about
That
movement.
seems weird.
Yeah.
Is incapacitated use like falling? Because if we're incapacitated, can we move?
Yes, according to the rules. Yeah.
Huh.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't
not a
say
move
that you get
action?
anything else,
Is
but
move-
you still, even if it moves, you do get attack of opportunity.
True. If
moving
it
not
tries to
an
move
action.
Yeah.
away, I'll take that.
And sure enough, it
Wait.
seems to dart into the swamp. Attacks of opportunity
It's trying to
from
get
you.
away.
Not your turn yet, so you're still.
Oh no, I can't.
But you do.
Yes. One more jab.
You can't take attacks of opportunity with your magical summoned weapon, but if you're nearby, you can.
I'm not. I'm 30 feet away still.
Well, never mind.
13 to hit.
13 to hit does not hit.
Yeah, miss.
It's not hidden. It's still, that fog has not yet filled in.
It's trying to get away.
It moves 50 feet away.
50?
Flies
mover and a
50
shaker.
feet away back towards the
swamp?
The swamp, yeah.
Okay, so away from us. then.
Yes.
Okay, so
So it is now 50 feet away from wherever you were.
okay, so we're 80 feet away from it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's.
But I mean,
Maybe we just
maybe
let it
we
go.
just let it go.
That's true.
Because okay, is it my turn?
We got bigger fish to
Check.
fry.
It is Otto's turn.
Great. So I'm probably closer to you, Val.
Okay, we could do two things right now. We could either be like, bye into the fog with us, or I could try to put it in my skull.
We gotta stay focused.
Okay. You think so?
I don't know if that's gonna work.
I don't know either,
we
but
could
like-
burn a lot of it, and who knows what'll happen to Cristobal.
Yeah, we need to keep Cristobal safe. Or Kevin safe.
Correct.
Come on, Kevin. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we're Kevin's security detail right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So yeah, we gotta keep it together. Focus. Keep our eye on the bowl.
Okay. And so with that, I think I'm going to. I know I have claws. I do have wings. They're just non-functional for flight.
Right.
I would like to. I don't know what I would eat. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I have a spell. But I want to make the fog more foggy. I want to. Yeah, I want to cover us.
Okay.
Fog more foggy.
Yeah.
Let's call that a
Let me see if I-
sleight of hand.
Yes. Good.
Flap, 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 flap.
Okay.
It's a flap check.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Yeah, so
Best nat 20 of the night.
you have never seen Otto fly. You've only ever seen them dig in the dirt.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, Otto looks like he's trying to fly, and in a weird way, kind of like chickens when they're upset, but they don't get off the ground. And the fog begins to sort of swirl in front of that
Nice.
will-o'-the-wisp. Unfortunately, the light still seems to be seen. But
The will-o'-wisp.
yes,
Yeah.
it's still there. It's not its turn yet. It can't move anymore.
Yeah.
You can still see the glow even through the fog.
I'm going to use my movement, because I still have not moved,
Great.
to grab Kevin by his cloak. I was going to arm, but yeah. And I'm just going to run.
Okay. All right, make a strength check for me.
Oh, okay. I thought it would just be my move tabbed or something.
Yeah, but he's lethargic and not really able to move.
Not
He
carrying
can't
your
move.
weight, buddy?
So he's literally dead weight. To
Oh boy.
and you're classified as small, or are you still medium?
No, I'm small, I think.
So strength check at disadvantage.
Yeah, wait, am I small? Where do I see that?
With this shirt tonight, it's really working.
I'm probably small. Let's just go with
Yeah,
small.
I think
It's
you're
fine.
small.
Oh god, no, still it's bad. It's 5.
It's 5. You finish, turn around, grab the edge of his brand new shirt, and you begin to run, and it's literally stopping you from moving.
I hope we don't get a copyright.
Next, Rhea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this Rhea?
Yeah.
Is the tower
In
like
the swamp?
towards?
No, it is not.
It's not like on the other side.
No, it is not.
But, like,
the swamp is not
Okay,
anywhere
so
near.
no reason for me to be like, we should go this way
No,
specifically.
no.
Okay. Well, can I still attack it?
It's got cover,
That
slight cover,
face.
but yeah, you certainly could. You can also use your bonus action to move your magic weapon in that direction. You can clearly see the glow.
I can only move it like 20 feet anyway, but I say, these things are always so annoying. I'm going to do a guiding bolt because it goes 120
Whoa.
feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey.
Guiding bolt works.
Okay.
Well,
Let's go.
Okay, cast. So, range spell attack.
Rhea
Oh,
doesn't
God.
look undead.
makes sense if you're a cleric.
Right.
Ooh, the die. Okay.
Get it.
22.
Woo!
To hit.
Let me check.
Does a 22 not hit?
Well, it's got cover, right? Because you
But still.
got cover. Let me check.
But it's a glowing light.
Yeah, I totally get you. Just checking. 22, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that misses.
What?
Wait,
Goes
what?
wide of the
How?
ball.
Oh boy. Oh
Let me
boy.
make sure this is right. Let me look.
Doesn't max cover give like 4 plus 4?
3/4 gives +5, but I don't. Let me check obscured, because obscured might not be 3/4. It might be less than that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, you rolled so good. Good job.
It looked like it was gonna hit.
We should just run, you guys.
Actually, yeah, it does hit, because obscurement doesn't actually give you cover.
Oh.
Yeah, it's different effects. My bad. Maybe. So yes, you do hit. Roll your damage.
Okay.
What's your damage?
What's your damage? Throw it.
The damage is
Oh goodness! Look at all those dice.
Yeah, it's guiding bolt.
I love those dice.
15 radiant damage, and next attack roll made against this target for the end of my next turn is advantage. It is
The light
radiant damage.
blinks out.
Though. Oh.
As you hit it, you hear a.
Do I recognize that like death sound?
Yeah, I mean that's clearly.
Great, like it is like
You remember? Oh right.
yeah.
Vulnerable to radiant.
Right. Well, that's that.
Nicely done.
And as you turn, sort of wiping your hands, out of a doorway nearby, you hear, "Well, that's interesting." And that is where we will end this evening's session.
Brother Nazir!
Great.
Well done, everybody. That was a lot of fun. I love you guys. Just like, can I say, this table. You guys like. I have to remind myself that I'm DMing, and like I gotta be like, oh right, I'm supposed to like lead them to the next thing, right? Because like it's just so compelling. So thank you all for being so
And thank you,
Thank
Kevin
you.
Bacon.
Thank you, Kevin Bacon.
There you are, Kevin.
Kevin
Hope
Bacon
it's
have your
well.
people, call me, because I don't have people. So.
You know what the worst part is? I've been trying to think of more Kevin Bacon movies this whole time, and I'm stuck on Footloose.
You could have come to me,
Tremors.
man. No. Like Quicksilver, Few Good Men.
Oh, man.
Let's see, Mystic River. You can go let Murder in the First, great one. Like what else? What else we got here?
I think I've only
I got 'em
seen
all day.
Footloose.
She's Having a
out of
Baby,
all
great
those.
movie.
Oh yeah, she's having a baby.
Big Picture.
I'm just saying, I have to go home and study up my Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
I also
IMDb.
expect our audience who decides to create force cards. I am expecting a plethora of Kevin Bacon inspired cards.
That's amazing.
Silly, fun, serious tones. I love all of you. Thank you so much for being.
We love you too.
Such great, such great cast. As always, when we finish this show, we read through our current Patreon list of Force of Light and Force of Shadow.
That's right.
And Morgan, do you have?
I do. Yes. One of our higher tier rewards is we read off Team Force of Light and Team Force of Shadow in styles suggested often by them, and as we like to do in a fun way. So we're gonna start tonight with Team Force of Shadow with a suggestion from Ghostbusters Quick Response
We
Unit.
love you.
This one, we'll figure out how to do this. Batman. Reminiscing about some of the lesser-known supervillains he's fought. I think we should start with Surena, because Surena actually said on the Dungeon Cooldown this week that she sees Otto as turning into Baby Batman.
Baby Batman. That's it. Sure. Yeah, there's this guy. What is it? Robin, do you remember? Oh God, what is his name?
Jiminy Jillikers, are you talking about Corbin Blade, Batman?
Yeah, I was talking about Corbin Blade. Oh boy, what a character! All of his abracadabra powers.
Oh yeah, they were the worst, Batman.
Yeah.
Really?
He was not down to clown. You know what I mean?
Not at all. I mean, especially when we burst through that gateway guy and he was just standing there with a tool mask on, just making that face. And we're like,
Master Bruce, Commissioner Gordon is on the phone. Apparently the Tuo Mask gang has returned.
Okay, just 1 second. I'm gonna get this. Hello.
Calling someone on the bat phone,
Give me
right?
the ultimate impression. Do it now.
We need you. I don't know anything about Batman.
Wait a minute, Batman.
What?
Wasn't Commissioner Gordon on his Lincoln break?
Oh no! He was on his Lincoln break.
Who could be calling us then?
Oh boy!
It's me. I am Commissioner Gordon, don't you know?
No, you don't sound like my Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, you're totally fail-whopping this whole invitation.
You sound like Kitty Scritches.
Oh no, not kitty scritches.
Is this Kitty Scritches?
No, they're catching on. What do I say?
Say, I think I'm nuts.
I think I'm nuts.
Why is our number in the public directory, Batman? We keep getting these prank calls from the villains.
I was thinking it would be kind of like a gateway guy situation where people would see it but not call.
Another mystery solved for the world's greatest detective.
Jiminy Jillikers.
Well, clearly they're all down to clown.
I mean, that's immediately a Hall of Fame for me.
I love that Surena is doing modern Batman. And
Burt Ward.
you went with old
I think I was
Robin.
going
love that.
animated series Alfred.
I was like, you took the one character I could know what sounds like. I was like, don't you dare throw me any of
maybe
these.
I'll bring in Nightwing, but then I was like, that just complicates things. This is good.
I don't know
Sean, I heard you
anything.
laughing over there as well. I think Sean enjoyed that one also.
That was
Anything
awesome.
about
Thank
this
you,
world.
Team Force
Thank
of
you.
Shadow. We love you.
Thank you, Ghostbuster Quick Response Unit.
Woo! Okay, for Team Force of Light, with a suggestion this week from Angel Devilson.
God, this is going to be another reference I don't understand.
No, we've had in the past couple months a couple members of our family get married. So I found this. Both Adam and Ron got married recently.
Yes.
So with a suggestion from Angel Devilson for Team Force of Light,
she suggested toasts at Ron and Adam's wedding.
I'm so glad we finally got
Yeah.
I
married.
know.
Yes.
It was, you just dress so fancy, and I just can't resist it.
Oh my god, you make me fender over.
Yes.
Hello all. Everyone, you know me. I've been a real festive life preserver in Ron's life these last few years. And I just want us all to raise a beaker par to toast these two amazing men, Ron and Adam, the angel and the devil sins on my shoulders.
Hear, hear.
Together, you are making the goldest family that I've ever known. Cheers.
Oh,
He's making me breaker par down. He's just making me breaker par down.
Look, it's been a dungeon speed run, It really has. It feels that way.
Real whirlwind.
Yeah,
of
real
a
whirlwind.
It's been crazy.
I know. I don't want to berate like the good vibes. I know I was not listed to make a speech. Okay.
Oh,
I know
my Aunt Carol.
that I was not here to
Go,
do it.
Carol.
Wait, that on Carol?
But your love is so dim-witted to me. It is like a beautiful thing that the family is so excited to have. Ghostbuster Quick Response Unit is a show I've been watching on HBO.
Okay.
Loquacious.
It is, it's a good show. You remind me of the lead.
Carol,
you're beautiful.
just drink your jewels.
He's a
Just-
lucky man. He's a lucky man.
Yes, thank you.
All
Thank you, Aunt Carol. I'm so glad you could make it today.
I think it's time for the Fenderill, everybody. I think it's time for the Fenderill. We love you.
Aw.
Is there anybody I'm forgetting? I don't think so.
No,
I
Yeah.
hope you all brought us presents of just jewels.
Just
Just
jewels.
jewels.
Because that's all we wanted.
Yes, true.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, Team Force of Light. It went exactly like
Was
that.
that
Yeah, it was exactly that was
Yeah.
pretty
That's-
much if you took both of our weddings. That's exactly how it
just weirdly accurate.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I purposely told the DJ, don't give the microphone to anyone at my wedding.
That's wise.
It went really
Excuse
well.
me.
That's wise. That's wise.
That's
No Aunt
nice,
Carol's there.
Yeah, so it was a little too drunk.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Those
And
are my
also
favorite
a
speeches,
big
though.
fan of TV.
Oh, loves her shows.
Stories.
Well, thank you
Sorry.
everyone so much for joining us. As
Oh.
always, if you have donated your time, your advantages, disadvantages, force of nature's lights,
Thank
variety
you.
of glimpses or bursts, if you're a Patreon member, thank you so much. If you've bought merch from us, if you have donated your time in the form of force cards, without any of you, none of this would be possible. So, our hats to you. I don't wear a hat, so
Doff our caps.
Doff our caps to you. Because without any of you, this show would not be possible. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts to those of yours at home. We appreciate you. And as always, humankind. Be bold! See you next week.
Bye.
It started. It started. It started. As a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.
Let the dice roll! I don't see